The Florida Gators had a wild run in the 2000s, but their 2008 squad really holds a special place in college football history. Under the leadership of Urban Meyer and the dynamic play of Tim Tebow, this team claimed the national championship and cemented its legacy as one of the best of all time. The Gators' blend of a high-powered offense and a staunch defense, while having an insane amount of NFL talent, made them a force to be reckoned with. However, replicating the success of this iconic team has proven challenging in recent years. The Gators have struggled to maintain their dominance and reclaim their spot at the pinnacle of college football. My mission is to take the 2008 Florida Gators roster and elevate them back to national prominence, and I'm going to aim to create the greatest dynasty of all time. Right now, the gold standard is Nick Saban's run at Bama, where he won 6 national championships in 16 seasons, so I have 16 years to try to get at least 6 at Florida, but I'm aiming for 7 rings over this stretch to surpass Saban's incredible run. But here is the twist. I will be creating the top 24 recruits from real-life recruiting classes for each season. Now join me as we journey through each season, watch me try to sign the nation's top high school recruits, and dive into significant games such as SEC championships and any other national championship games we make. In all, I've created over 320 recruits over 14 recruiting classes, and we'll be simulating each season from 08 to the conclusion of the 2023 season. And with the release of the new NCAA game coming out in July, I will be continuing this rebuild series. Let me know who you think I should start the new game with. All right, guys, so here we go. This is going to be episode number 2 of my Florida Gators reset. So this is going to be the 2013 season, 2014 recruiting class. So I'll link episode 1 down below if you guys haven't watched that, you guys want to check it out. We went through 5 years. We're going to be doing 5 years through this sim as well. Just to kind of recap, we went 13-1, 14-0, 1 in the Natty, 13-1, 11-3 in 2011, and then 2012 we went 12-2, lost in the national championship. We won 1 national championship in the first 5 years. Pretty good run, but I really think we are going to start hitting our stride right about now. I have a feeling over these next 5 years in this video, if we don't win at least 2 or 3 natties, I'm going to be disappointed. So I think we're about to go on a run. Now, if you guys didn't watch the first episode or you've never really watched my videos before, basically what I do is I reset these rosters back to a historic point. So I started in 2008 with Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin, the Pounceys, Aaron Hernandez, Brandon Spikes, Joe Hayden, all those guys on that 08 Florida team. And then I basically play with them. But kind of the twist for me is I make the real life recruiting classes. So we'll go through my team right now, and you're going to see it is littered with real life players. Now, I make 23 recruits every year. The rest of the class is auto-generated. So as we go through this, some will be auto-generated, some will be real life. If you look at my QBs, it's actually insane. We have Johnny Manziel, who started for me last year as a freshman. He's going to start for us for 4 years. We have Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the backup. Then we have Jameis Winston. Winston will probably end up only playing for us 1 season. But yeah, we're going to have some really good QBs. So we're going to go from Tebow to Manziel to Jameis Winston. And obviously I make the recruits, so I kind of try to match them up with how good they were in real life, obviously, and they're going to get better over time. Running back, we have Todd Gurley as our real life guy. We have some other, pretty good players as well. This Pierre guy's actually super fast, 98 speed. If we go wide receiver, my wide receiver group is nasty. We got Odell Beckham Jr., Sammy Watkins, Justin Hunter, who is like a star at Tennessee, 2nd round pick, and then Amari Cooper obviously played at Bama. So our receiving room is absolutely stacked. Tight end, we have 3 auto gens, so all like pretty good players. This guy's only a sophomore and he's up to an 89 already. He looks like he's going to be a stud for us. Really good receiving option. Tackle, we have this Robertson, then we got Taylor Decker in behind him. We got this Thompson, and then Josh Garnett in behind him, was a stud at Stanford. We got really good center depth. So we got a junior 99 center. These guys are all auto gens. Then we got this James Jackson, who's a sophomore, and then we have a really good freshman young guy coming along as well. Right guard, we got a senior starter with a nice junior in behind him. Then right tackle, we got Lael Collins, stud player at LSU. And then we got this Alex Anderson freshman. So O-line, we are looking like we're going to be really strong for a while here. Moving on to defensive end, we got Olivier Vernon, who played at Miami, played for the Browns in the NFL. Really good pass rusher on the outside for us. Then we got Stephon Tuitt. He played at Notre Dame, played for the Steelers, kind of a big power D end. Then we got freshman coming in, Joey Bosa. So we got the first of the Bosa brothers. Then we go to defensive tackle. We got Timmy Jernigan, who played at Florida State. We got an auto-gen, this Tony Franklin. Then we got Leonard Williams, who played at USC. He actually kind of played a little bit of end. I moved him inside of D tackle here. And then we also got Robert Kimdichie, who was like the #1 recruit coming out of high school in the 2013 class. So we were able to recruit him as well. Moving on to left outside linebacker, we have this Dave Richardson. We also have Leonard Floyd, who's playing for the Rams, Bills in the NFL, Bears, top 10 pick, played at Georgia in college. Middle linebacker, we got CJ Mosley. This is going to be his 4th year in a row starting for us. He's been an absolute stud, plays for the Jets. Then we also got Reuben Foster, not Fosters. I'm actually going to change his name right now. He played at, oh God, I discarded. Whatever. Reuben Foster, he played at Alabama, played for the Niners in the NFL, Redskins, I believe, as well. You know, he was a stud in college, but kind of got into some trouble off the field. Right outside linebacker, we got Khalil Mack, who has been an absolute superstar for us. Back-to-back Butkus Award winners, which is nation's top linebacker. If you look at his stats over the last 3 years, or especially last 2 since he's been a starter, led our team in tackles, 4 to 6.5 stacks. He gets interceptions, pass deflections. He literally does it all. He's been just amazing. And this year we just recruited TJ Watt. So TJ Watt's going to kind of take over that Khalil Mack role next year. Cornerback, we got D Milner. He was a top 10 pick by the Jets, played at Alabama. Couple of auto gens here. Then last year we just brought in Jalen Ramsey and Tre'Davious White. So 2 superstar corners coming up. We're pretty loaded here. Move on to free safety. We have this Pruitt 6'2". No, we got a couple of sophomore guys here at free safety who look really good. And we just brought in Kendall Fuller, real life player, played at Vautech. Then strong safety, we have this Doug Taylor. We have another freshman, this Thomas Moore, and another freshman, like all 3 of them 96 speed, and they're big guys. So yeah, we have some really good options there. We have our kickers. We're absolutely loaded. We have a 94 kicker, 95 punter. Now, like I said, the other part of this is the real life recruiting. So every year we are going to start at the beginning of the season. We're going to try to recruit, these real life players. Obviously we'll have to get some auto gen guys and stuff, but we just do our best to get as good of players as we can. Now, this class here is one of the best classes we will see this whole time. We have 2 quarterbacks. It is Deshaun Watson, who played at Clemson, absolute freak show. And then we got Patrick frickin' Mahomes. And we're actually 2nd for Deshaun and 3rd for Mahomes. So I'm going to add both them to our list. And we this other 5-star were first. So we're going to add all 3 of those guys. If we could get one of Mahomes or Watson, it would be pretty sick. If we go to running backs, this running back class is insane. We have Nick Chubb, played at Georgia. Christian McCaffrey from Colorado, played at Stanford. We got Joe Mixon from Cali, but he actually played at Oklahoma. We got Dalvin Cook, played at Florida State, and Leonard Fournette, who played at LSU. Those 5 backs, absolutely crazy. We're going to go after Chubb, Fournette, and Cook, and we'll just try to get at least one of them. If we go to wide receivers, we got 3. We got Tyreek Hill, and we're actually not on his list, but none of these guys were on their list. I think it's just because we have so many good receivers right now, but I'm going to go after Tyreek 100%. I think I'm going to go after Debo, just see. Then we got some other 4-stars we'll add, but I might still try to get one of those guys. Tight ends, we only have 1. It is Mark Andrews, played at Oklahoma, plays for the Ravens right now. We are going to add him up. A couple other 4-stars who look like we could do some damage with, so we'll go after them. We're actually filling up our board pretty quick here, so I gotta be careful. Can only put 35 guys on it at the start. Now, go to offensive tackles. We got Cam Robinson, Orlando Brown, and Isaiah Wynn for the 3 real life guys. We're actually first for Orlando and Isaiah Wynn, so we'll add both them. We got another 4-star who are first, so we'll just gotta go through those 3 guys. If we go down to guards, we have 1. It is Quentin Nelson. We're actually not on his list, but he's an absolute stud. Went to Notre Dame, top 10 pick by the Colts. I'm going to add him. Maybe we'll try to just sneak in the back door for him. We got another couple 4-stars who are second there. This definitely feels like a pretty heavy offensive class for us. If we go centers, they're all auto gens, but we have a couple 4-stars. We'll add both. And yeah, we're already at 21 players. So definitely this is a little bit heavier of an offensive class, but you see there's just superstars everywhere for this class. Okay, go to defensive ends. There's just 1, and it is Myles freaking Garrett, and us and Georgia are tied for number 1 for him. So we're going to go after him. Not really. We'll just kind of leave it. He's going to be one one of our #1 targets. If you have him and Joey Bosa rushing off our edges, D tackle, we're actually pretty locked in at D tackle right now. These are all auto gens. We'll add the 2 4-stars. We have a lot of good young D tackles right now. Outside linebacker, we have none, so they're just all auto gens. We have a lot at outside linebacker right now, so I might just say screw it to these guys. We don't really need any of them. Middle linebacker, there's just one. It is Fred Warner. We just got a stud middle linebacker recruit last year, so we don't really need these linebackers. So I'm just gonna we'll let it rock for one season. Cornerbacks, we have 3. We got Marlon Humphrey, played at Alabama. We'll add him. We got Adoree Jackson, who played at USC. Then we got Marshawn Lattimore, who played at Ohio State. We're not on his board, but hey, we'll go after Marlon. Maybe this Clemens, he's a 4-star. Then we got 3 safeties, all pretty good options. We got Buda Baker, who played at University of Washington. We're second on his board. We have some other good guys who are first here as well, and the other 2 are going to be strong safeties. It is going to be Jabril Peppers, who went to Michigan, was one of the top players in this recruiting class. Pretty big stud. We'll add him. There's also Jamal Adams. We're actually 9th on his board, but we'll add him. Played at LSU, was a star there. Okay, and then we have 4 spots left. I always like to go after the athletes. The athletes are always kind of fun. So we got only a 5-star, 4. Okay, we're gonna add those guys. I want to see kicker, punter, because I think I can't remember if it was our kicker or our punter who was, but this guy's 508. Like, he's a pretty freaking good punter. So we're gonna add him as well. There we go. So that is the recruiting board. This is a crazy good class. So we'll see how we do. That class overall might be the best out of all like the custom recruiting classes I do. That it might be the most stacked one. Like, it's actually crazy. Okay, gonna go through some red shirts here. We'll do the quarterback there. We'll do this. Maybe we'll leave we only have 4 backs, so I won't redshirt the one guy. Wide receivers. Do those 2 guys there. Tight end, left tackle. We'll just let it go. We'll do Josh Garnett this year. Do this freshman 80 overall. And we'll just let it rock there. Left end, we'll do this Lynch guy. We'll leave Bosa for a year. Oh, yeah, we kind of need Bosa, honestly, if we had an injury or anything. So we'll leave him. We'll go Robert Kimdichie. We'll sit him for a year. Middle, yeah, we'll sit Reuben Foster for a year. We might as well. And we'll sit TJ Watt. I always get a little nervous with the freshmen. Like, I don't want them to transfer out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to redshirt this Williams and Tre'Davious. I'm actually going to play Jalen Ramsey in the slot this year. I just want to kind of get him on the field, and I don't want him to transfer out, especially. So usually if you play them some, like they for sure won't transfer. So that is what I'm going to do there. Oh, we have an insanely hard schedule. We start our first game of the year is Alabama. Then we got Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, LSU, Vandy, BYU, Georgia, South Carolina. The end of our schedule is probably the easiest. Syracuse, Navy, Florida State. I'm going to put those games at home just to make it a little easier on us. But wow, this is a tough schedule, man. Like, I guarantee Tennessee is going to be, they're unranked right now. I bet you they're in at least a 95 overall. This is going to be a tough run. Okay, so start of the year, I like to just kind of look at all the preseason stuff. So look at the polls. We're coming in as the number 4 team. Notre Dame beat us in the Natty last year. They're only an A overall. A&M A+, Clemson A+. We're an A+. LSU's an A. We do face them. Texas A+. Bama's an A+, and we play them very early. Michigan A+. Georgia, this is like our biggest rival right now, is the Bulldogs. They're an A+. UCLA, USC A+, Ohio State A+, Penn State A+. So we have some really good teams right now. Florida State, damn. Okay, so they're an A+, and we play them at the end of the year. Okay, Tennessee's actually not great. They're a B+, but not like an easy game to start. But yeah, a lot of really good teams. We do not have an easy schedule. Heisman watch. Johnny Manziel's in 4th. Blake Bortles is at Bama. He's in 3rd. Okay, now getting into All-Americans. Go down. Wow, do we have no How is Khalil Mack not a first-team All-American? I do not get that. Johnny Manziel, 2nd team. Brandon Cooks, Stephon Diggs, Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, 2nd team. I do not. He's literally won basically every award a linebacker can win over the last 2 seasons back to back. He's a superstar, so that's fine, whatever. Okay, one other thing I kind of like to do at the start of the year too is we'll just kind of look at some of these rosters here. So like Bama, play them early. They got Blake Bortles, 99 running back, good strong safety. Ooh, a lot of auto gens though. Not Ezekiel Elliott, Kamara. They just got it running back. They look pretty good. Not going to be an easy game to start. Clemson, Keenan Allen, good center. 98 overall quarterback, throwing to Keenan Allen. They have Jadeveon Clowney coming off the edge. So this team's got some studs. 98 QB, senior, throwing to freaking Keenan Allen. I mean, Keenan Allen is going to put up some crazy stats, I bet, this year. I don't know what kind of offense they run, but he's basically their only weapon. Florida State, who we play late in the year, they like. Okay, I don't think they look that great, but good QB, good D tackle, receiver, a couple of nice receivers, all kind of auto gens. Haven't really been getting the real life recruits. Georgia, they're stacked. They got Sheriff at guard, Bradley Roby, Vic Beasley, Devontae Adams, Austin Safarian Jenkins, Kenyon Drake, Marcus May. Oh, I think they had DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins must have left. Reggie Ragland, DJ Humphries. Like, they're doing really well, good at recruiting. This Ball is their quarterback. He's pretty good, 96. This freshman could be good in a few years, but if they have this guy for the next 2 years, he's throwing to freaking Devontae Adams, 2 other junior 93 overalls. Plus they have Austin Safarian Jenkins. They are going to be a wicked offense over the next few years. LSU, who we play this year, they got Ryan Shazier, a lot of auto gens for them. They were better last year, I think. Michigan, William Golston, they have a good QB. They could be pretty good. A lot of auto gens once again, though. Ohio State, 99 senior quarterback. He's got 93 speed, this guy. He's not really played a lot, but he could be a stud, just 1-year starter. Marcus Williams, plus they have, who's an auto gen, but they have Mike Williams in this. So they have just their big 3. That could be really good. Some good D tackles, good running back room. So yeah, Ohio State looks like they could be good. Texas, they got a 98 quarterback. So we have a lot of good quarterbacks this year. Pat Maxwell, a D tackle, tight end. You got Greg Robinson, Jarvis Landry at receiver. They have a really good tight end. Yeah, this guy's a stud. 6'6", has 88 speed. So he is really a stud. A&M, they got Aaron Donald, Jake Matthews, good running back. Eric Reed at free safety, wide receiver. Do they have a QB though? They have a 90 QB. Junior Ostrander, so not bad. Yeah, A&M could easily make the Natty this year. Then the other big team who's been doing really well with recruiting is USC. They got Robert Woods, good center, good guard. They have some really good offensive linemen. Brandon Cooks, corner. Okay, they've been losing some guys. Do they have a QB? Who is their QB? 91, Mike Beck. Not bad. And then a sophomore, Ricky Weaver. So a couple of them good younger quarterbacks. So yeah, some really good teams. Like obviously, basically every year we're going to be the best team on paper, but you know, it doesn't mean you're going to win. Now we're going to go through this recruiting. So basically there's a thing that you unlock as you get further along. It's called the Nick Saban factor. So I have that now. Basically, when I offer scholarships at the start, if I'm in first place, so if you look at Patrick Mahomes, we're in third, so it won't work for him. But for this Josh Jackson, when I offer a scholarship, we have a 20% chance of getting an auto commit right away if we're in first. But like, because I offer it here to Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, they will not sign unless they're number 1. But this guy, there is a chance he doesn't though. Dalvin Cook, there's a chance he doesn't. Floyd, no. Nick Chubb, nope. And usually I get anywhere from 3 to 5. So we're just going to go down, offer, we'll see. Okay, so this was our first one. First auto commit, this 4-star wide receiver. So now the big thing now is when you get maybe 3 to 5 of these guys, you already have them locked down, so you don't have to spend any points on them, and it just makes the whole recruiting process a little bit easier. So we'll see if we get any more. None of the tackles. I would have liked one of them. Yeah, usually I'd say 4 is probably my average, but so far just the 1. Okay, we might just get 1 here, which makes the recruiting a little tougher. Maybe the punter. Okay, we get the punter. Let's go. We got a freaking punter. So make it a little tougher for us recruiting, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm basically going to set up my recruiting board, and then I'll show you guys what it's looking like. All right, so our board is set up. There's just so many guys in this class I want to go after. So Tyreek Hill and Myles Garrett are probably the two I want to go after the most. We already have a good shot with Garrett. Tyreek might be tough, but we're going to see what we can do. Basically, I'm going to wait a week or two and just see which one of Mahomes or Watson we have a better chance with, and I'll just go after them. Kind of the same with Fournette, Chubb, and Cook. I'm really probably only going to go after one of them hard, but I just want to give it a week or two to see. Mark Andrews, we're going to go after pretty hard. Isaiah Wynn and Orlando Brown on O-line. Then I just kind of ran out of points, but I offered all those scholarships. So after I sim 1 week, I'm going to get 1,700 points back, and I can kind of just give these guys some more points. We got Humphrey, Buda Baker, and some athletes down here. But we're going pretty heavy on the stars in this class. There's just some of those guys I really want. So we're going to just advance a week, just a bye week here. So we'll see some of the recruiting. But the thing to keep in mind is other coaches have that Saban factor. So some of the guys like Tyreek Hill could auto commit to someone right here, right now. So sometimes I'll miss out on one or two guys right here. So we'll see though. Okay, yeah, no one signed anywhere else, so we're fine. Okay, so we'll just look at recruiting again here. Like I said, we got another 1,700 points now. So we got Tyreek Hill. We actually did jump up a decent amount. So we got all the way to 4th for him. Oh, wow. We have a 300 lead for Myles Garrett, 470. So both these guys look pretty close, but I would just rather Mahomes. So we're going to go hard at Mahomes. I'm just going to get rid of Deshaun. Dalvin. Okay, it looks like Dalvin, who are going to have I would just think Dalvin's going to fit our offense the best. So we're going to go hard after Dalvin. Mark Andrews, we're going to go 700 to him. Orlando and Isaiah, we're just going to go literally 700 to all 7 of these guys. So those are going to be kind of our big dudes we're going after. Now, Humphrey, hey, we're still actually in the running with him, and we kind of didn't offer him much, so that's good. Buddha kind of fell out. These 3 athletes. Okay, so we'll just get rid of this guy. Looks like we'd have to offer too much. Oh. Do I want to? I think I'm going to axe Buddha. We'll do 200 for these guys. This center looks like he could be pretty good, so we're gonna go to 250 for him. Basically looking for like 3 more guys we could just kind of go for like 250 a shirt for. D tackle here, another offensive lineman. Okay, so that is what we're kind of working with for now. Okay, so we got first game of the year, Alabama. They're one of the best teams in the country. We're better, but like we could start with an L on the road first game of the year, which is just hard. This would suck, but let's go SEC football. Oh, we win 49. We put up on Bama. They're a bit more of an offensive team right now, but that is what I like to see. We should be absolutely insanely explosive on offense, so we will see. Actually, one person I forgot to move in my depth chart. I want to make Todd Gurley my starter. I think that Pierre guy is starting right now, but I'm going to quickly go to my depth chart here. We'll let Pierre start for a week, but I want Gurley. Yeah, Gurley for Pierre. I just find too when you play them, their overalls go up like a lot quicker, so it's like better to play young guys if you're gonna plan on playing them anyway. Okay, we got Mizzou. They're a 91, so not like a shitty team, but at home we should get that done. 51-10. So offense is looking explosive so far. Okay, we got some dudes ready for visits. So Garrett. Week 10, 11 is usually my visit when I like 2 visits. So we're going to go week 11, South Carolina as our big visit week. Ooh, we can't for Mahomes. I don't know if I want to wait till week 12 with Mahomes. I'd like to get ahead of Notre Dame. Week 8 seems just early. We'll go week 8 though. Okay, next week we got Tennessee here. 90 overall. It should be another win. Georgia, that is going to be a big game in the middle of the season. Yeah, okay. At Tennessee. 42-32. So that's a little closer. Defense want to play a little better, but we're fine. Considering most years you start, especially when I was doing like Nebraska rebuild and stuff, usually start with like 3 to 4 like pretty freaking cake games. Here we're starting with just 3 straight really tough games. This Kentucky game is not going to be easy either. Kentucky, they're 1-2, but they're an 88, so they're not nothing. Kentucky, then LSU number 8. Then we have some, somewhat easier games. But that Georgia game on the road, that is going to be 38-14. That is going to be where bullets really start flying. The Dogs on the road, that's tough. I like to go through this season. We're going to have to beat Bama, LSU, Georgia. Then probably play either LSU or Bama again in the conference championship. Okay, looking at recruiting here. So we're right in it with Tyreek. Us, Oklahoma, Nebraska, OSU. Garrett, it looks like us or Bama. I think we'll get him. Mahomes, us, Notre Dame, Mizzou. Dalvin, us and Georgia. Mark Andrews, us and Bama. Orlando, us, Ohio State, Bama. Isaiah Wynn, us or Bama. Oh, he just went on his visit to Bama. That's why they're way ahead. But Marlon Humphrey, we're kind of falling behind on him. He's just tough because I don't know where we could steal more points from right now. But we might just lose him. Fine there. Gotta get some more visits here. We gotta kind of wait till we can lock up like Mahomes and one of these other guys so I can start spending some more points elsewhere. I don't think we'll end up with Humphrey. I'm not spending enough on him to really probably lock him down, but I really care about getting those kind of big guys up top. We have so much depth on our roster that I just really want the studs. So LSU is probably our toughest. Them and Bama right now, they're 95 overall. Luckily, this one's at home. Then 2 easy games, then top 5 Georgia. Okay, LSU. Oh, that's our 2nd year in a row losing on the road, or losing to LSU. Shit. That's tough. To get through this SEC schedule, guys, undefeated every year is going to be so hard. Now we have to beat Georgia no matter what. We can't lose again to stay alive for the Natty, and we cannot lose to Georgia. With this SEC, the SEC is just tough, man, to have like really long undefeated streaks. So Vandy, they're 4-2. They're in 83. This needs to be an absolute blowout. BYU, both these next 2 games have to be 63. I don't usually check box scores, but whenever I put up 60, that's when I like to check the box score. And Vandy, I mean, that's an SEC opponent. We only dropped down to number 5. So that shows me there's a lot of teams are losing. We don't have a lot of unbeatens right now, which is going to help us for sure. Because basically we can't have more than 1 unbeaten team if we want a chance to make the national championship. Yeah, we're just in a bunch of battles here. We have Mahomes in for a visit this week. So if we could sign him, that'd be sick. If not, who knows? Okay, BYU, they're 2-5. They're in 83. This needs to be another just ass kicking. And hopefully we can sign Patrick Mahomes. 52. I actually want to look at that 60 score really quick that I forgot. That box, great. Give me Mahomes. Mahomes, sign right now. We'll go Johnny Manziel. We'll skip over Jameis Winston. I'll just play Mahomes. Mahomes. Okay, so we get Patrick. And that's just going to open up 700 more points. Ooh, Georgia did lose now too. So we're both at 1 loss. This is basically 4 outside of the SEC. Now, it might be, I think I could still get in there with Humphrey. Oh, no, this guy, we're fine. It's the other guy. We'll drop this guy. Get Mahomes. We have Georgia right here. So we're 6-1. They're 6-1. We're on the road. We're going to watch this one live. So that's the other thing I actually haven't mentioned yet. I usually watch 2 games live each year. We'll like super sim through. We'll watch some live. We'll super sim. So usually it'll be a bit either the SEC championship if we make the Natty national championship. And I've been watching Georgia a lot just because like this is almost like an SEC championship game because the winner will just be in the SEC championship. The loser will be out. So this game every year is just absolutely massive. So we're going to watch this one. Okay, here we go. 99s basically across the board. They're 90-5 defense, but both teams stacked. We'll be able to see here if we have any big injuries or whatever too. So we're 3rd best offense, 29th on defense. They're 22nd on offense, 2nd on defense. We're kind of flipped. Like we have the better, more explosive offense. They're a little bit better on defense, on paper anyway. Their top 3. Here's ours. Johnny. Oh, Odell's injured. Good thing we have an insane amount of talent. They don't have, looks like Beasley or Safarian Jenkins. So that's actually 2 big injuries there. All right, so we have a rainy one here. It is looking ugly and gross. Who knows who this will favor? I have no idea. We're going to go through the first quarter, though. We get stopped. They go down and score. We go down and score. They're driving here. 2nd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1, 1st and goal. And they score. So it is 14-7. 5-yard rush, 4-yard rush, 8-yard rush, 2-yard rush, 4-yard rush. We pick it up. 5-yard rush, 3rd and 14. Oh, God. Yeah, not looking good here. Pouring rain. Let's see if Johnny can convert. Johnny drops back, slides, going deep, up over the top. Picked off. Okay, there we go. Georgia football. Johnny tried to push that deep. Marcus May gets the pick. 6-yard rush, 20-yard gain. 4th and 6. They go for it and pick it up. And they're just getting 3rd and 8. Might be able to hold them to 3 here. This is just gross out. A little pump fake. We're going to get a sack. There we go. Okay, it's not a sack, but an incompletion there. 14-7. We're going to be down 10 here, it looks like. No good. They missed the field goal. Okay, 6-yard rush, 10-yard. Second and 3rd and 3. We're 6 of 8 on 3rd down, but can we go tie this bugger up right here? Johnny, shotgun, 2x2. Or sorry, 2. What was Pierre doing? Yeah, I don't usually do this, guys, but every once in a while, like on 4th down, so I don't play, but sometimes on 4th down, I'll hop in because I have no way of telling my offensive coordinator I want to go for it. Like, I want to go for this here. 4th and 1 at midfield. I like stick here. We have that stick route to Wheeler. He's just going to sit down in the zone. Oh my. Did he run backwards and not get the first down? Okay, they gave us the first down. So we're gonna pick it up there. Yeah, I'll just do that on 4th downs because I have no way of telling my offensive coordinator I want to go for it. Okay, we hit Watkins for 14, Gurley for 14, -2. 1st and goal from the 1 with a minute left. So we can tie this up right at the half here. We got to be able to punch this in. He's 242 yards. Oh God, we're throwing. I would have really just liked to pass here. Oh, that could have been pick, Johnny. Let's just run the ball, guys. We had Todd Gurley, big 225-pound running back there. Let's just run it. Let's not get crazy here. Okay, gonna hand this off. There it is. That's what we should have done originally, but we get it done. So we're gonna have this tied unless they're able to get some points here with 47 seconds left in the half. 14-14, incomplete. Hey, I mean, 3rd and 10. Maybe we can go make a play right here. Under center. Hand it off. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to get the ball back 30 seconds. I mean, maybe we could get some. We have no timeouts, so probably don't want to get too aggressive, but oh, we got sacked. Yeah, we got sacked back to back. Okay, they get the ball to start. They hit 2 huge pass plays, 0 yards. 3rd and 10, though. We got them to 3rd down after we gave up 2 big explosives down the field. Okay, 3 down. Hand that off. Drop. There we go. Let's go. Get Kenyon Drake down. 14 all. That's what we like to see. Okay, touchback, 10-yard rush, Gurley, 7-yard rush, 7-yard rush, 21 for Sammy, 4-yard rush, 23 for Sammy. Okay, we're going to watch from here. Gotta punch this here. 8 yards to go. We got 3 downs to do it. Trips to the bottom. We're in speed option, and Manziel gets folded in half. Reggie Ragland has 4 TFLs in this game. So he is flying to the football. Johnny does have 52 yards rushing, but okay, pistol here. Gurley in the backfield. Gonna just hand it off. Gurley. Okay, 3rd and goal from the 6. Are we able to get 5 there? So that's not bad. Gonna run hurry up here. It is still just absolutely pouring. Split back. Drop it. Come on, Gurley. Get in there, Gurley. No. Okay. Didn't get it close enough. It was like down to the 1-yard line. I probably would have go for it there, but we'll take our 3. Field goal good. We have a 17-14 lead. Throw away. We got him to 3rd and 10 here. 2-12. Shotgun here for ball. Hand it off. Boom. Oh, that's a fumble. Scoop it. Let's go. Huge hit there. We recover the ball. Leonard Floyd. Let's go. Okay, let's go up 10 right here. 3 yards, 6 yards, 3rd and 1. We convert 1st and goal, and we score. Amari Cooper, 9-yard touchdown. We're up 10, 2:51 left here. I'm going to start this. I'm going to go just through this next quarter. We stop them. Now we get the ball. It's dropped. We got 3rd and 5. Hit Watkins for 14. Russell for 24. Throw AK 3rd and 4 here. Base probably in field goal range, so we could even just take a field goal, go up 14 here or 13. Okay, Manziel. I could probably. Okay. Oh, speed option. The speed option is not working. And now this, I think this is too long for a field goal, so I'm gonna go for this again. Yeah, I don't think you can kick a field goal from there. College in the rain. Yeah, so we're going to run 4 verts. Oh, they're running man. I just got to go up over the top. Oh, and we get it down inside the 5-yard line. Wow, that man could have gave us troubles. We're able to get it to the 5, 3-yard rush, and we get a touchdown with Todd. So we should get out of here now. We get another stop. We're back out on offense. 3rd and 9. Let's see if Manziel can convert. He's got 300 yards. Does have that pick, but 9 of 14 on 3rd down. We've been really good. Defense really played great in the second half. Manziel, drop it down. Gurley. That fumble was the play of the day. That really just set us up with that short field. We're just going to punt this off here. Sack, 18-yard game, 5 yards, 24, 22. And there's okay, so they get a touchdown there. They're still down 10, though. They go for an onside kick. We recover. 3rd and 5. Hit Amari Cooper for 19. 1st and goal. Oh, we just fumbled. I mean, there's only a minute 30 left. They hit Devontae for 22. Devontae for 26. Ewing for 11. Wilson for 23. What is going on, guys? Now they're just airing it out against our secondary. I mean, they're still down 10 with a minute left, but okay, we get a sack. There we go. And that's a fumble. Gonna scoop it. Let's go. Huge play there. One of our D tackles got in the backfield for the sack. That's Timmy Jernigan. That's huge. They're going to have to just, spike it there. So that should do it. I mean, it would have to be an absolute miracle for them now. 2 yards. There's a touchdown. Extra point is good. We got the onside kick and okay. So we take some knees. Got a little hairy there at the end. Probably closer than it should have been. But we get out of here with the victory. So we stay alive. Still have a chance at making the national championship. We needed to get that one done right there. Beat Georgia. Okay, now we're going to rip through the rest of the season, get to the SEC championship game. So we have a bye, South Carolina, Navy, FSU. So not like this hardest schedule, but not super easy, I'd still say. Ooh, Isaiah Wynn locked us out. Get back in on Wynn. We have a visit coming up here, so open the door. Get back in on him. So just looking at recruiting. Hill, it's a 3-horse race. Us or Notre Dame. It looks like Dalvin Cook, us, Florida State, Georgia. Andrews, us, Alabama, Nebraska. Orlando Brown, us, Ohio State, Bama. Isaiah Wynn, us, Florida State. Marlin, ooh, we're struggling with Marlin, but we'll stay alive with him. White, looks like we might get. And we got this Jimmy Brown who we're going kind of hard at. It's like he could be a pretty good corner. Like this D end looks decent, this linebacker, but I don't know if we're going to have enough to get in on this linebacker. Okay, bye week here in South Carolina. Okay, then this is our big visit week too, this South Carolina week. I think we just signed somebody. I think it was someone smaller, but yeah, we have so many guys in for visits. So this is where we just kind of had to stay alive. Get to this visit week, and then this should free up a lot of points that we could throw at other guys as well. Okay, let's see who we get after this. We should get at least 4 guys. 55-21. So we're on a bit of a roll here. We're going to take a look after this week too at the top 25. We'll look at some stats. We'll see how everyone's playing. See what our roadmap looks like to try to get into the natty hunt here. It'll be interesting when the new game comes out, because it'll be sometimes harder and in some ways easier to make the natty and stuff, because there's going to be the playoffs in the new game, like 12-team playoffs. So it's not as big if you lose games, but you are going to have to just go through a lot of tough ass opponents at the end of the year. So we get Isaiah Wynn, we get Mark Andrews, we get Clemens, and we get Daniel Wright, wide receiver. I'm assuming he's one of those athletes we are going after. So good haul right there. I don't think this is going to be the most full class as far as like numbers wise, but okay. Whoa, Syracuse 8-1, not bad. Okay, they're not best overall. Okay, so we're all the way up to number 3. So how many undefeateds are left? Only 2, Washington and Miami. So we need one of these teams to lose one of their last games. Luckily, they both have championship games as well. Miami plays Navy, UNC, Pitt to end the year. Washington plays UCLA, CU, Washington State. We just need one of them to lose. Oh, and Louisville, maybe they would get in above us, but I doubt it. There is a lot of one-loss teams, but we seem to be who the polls like the most of the one-loss teams. So there we go. Heisman watch. Johnny Manziel leading the Heisman watch. I like it. Marcus Mariota, he's at Washington in 4th. Look at just some stats here. So Manziel, 3rd in the country in passing, rushing, Gurley 115th, receiving, Sammy Watkins in 10th, Tackles, Khalil Mack, 78th. Sacks, Olivier Vernon has 6 and 19th. Interceptions, we don't have anyone over 2. So Manziel has a 198 rating, which is crazy. 27 touchdowns, 4 picks, 300 a game. Gurley, 664. Pierre, 635. Pierre's actually got the better yards per carry, but both playing well. Manziel's adding another 50 rushing yards a game. Receiving, Odell and Sammy both having great years, and then Weldon and Justin kind of for their third option there. But both are basically at 92 a game, 92, 93 a game. Odell did get hurt for like a game or two, so that's why he's a little bit further behind on yards. But yeah, both playing great. TFLs, Floyd's having a nice freshman year. Mac not being quite as dynamic this year stat-wise, but still a stud. Okay, total yards, points per game, we're in second behind LSU. Defensively, yeah, we're kind of far down on points per game, but that's fine. Okay, Syracuse, big game right here. I mean, we got 3 ranked opponents now at the end, all in kind of the 20s, but not like just easy games. No! We lost to Syracuse. So that is going to do it. We will not make the Natty now. Damn. I was not expecting that. Wow, I can't believe we lost that Syracuse game. This whole thing, like, this is just going to be hard because this SEC to get through this, like over half the teams we played this year were ranked. So this has just been a tough road. Gonna have Navy 7-3 ranked, FSU 20 ranked, everybody ranked, Georgia, LSU, we did lose to LSU. I was gonna say we beat Georgia, Alabama, LSU, but we lost to LSU. Tough ass schedule, bro. So this is where the playoff will be helpful because, like, yeah, we lost 2 games, but we're still alive. You know, you go to the playoff, as long as you're a top 12 team, makes it a lot easier. But now you have to beat all the good teams again to get to the Natty and win it. So, okay, we get this corner, Jimmy Brown. We're going to have a lot of these dudes, unfortunately, to the offseason as well, which makes it really tough. So it would be really nice if one of the, like even Myles Garrett, could you sign this right now, bro? So we don't have to go to the offseason? Because I'm gonna like not be able to sign all those guys, obviously. Really would hope Myles Garrett signs over the next 2 weeks. That would really help for the offseason. So FSU 52-7, so we whoop them, but we're all the way up to number 4. So who knows? Maybe a 2-loss team could get in, maybe. Who knows? Maybe a bunch of teams are losing this year. Okay, we do get Myles Garrett, so that's going to help. Now we have 1 more week. That'll make the offseason a little better. We're just going to have to pick kind of who we want, but we'll go 1 more week and we'll take a look at that. We should make the conference championship though, because we only have 1 loss in the SEC and we beat Georgia and South Carolina, which are on our side of the bracket. So I think we're in the conference for sure. Oh, we get Dalvin Cook. Okay, so that's going to make our offseason really pretty simple here. Okay, we're going to play Ole Miss. As far as the offseason, so we still got to try to we got to get Tyreek, Humphrey. Yeah, basically, I'm going to go 100% after Tyreek. Probably Orlando Brown, and maybe give a bit of points to this Alvin Lucas and just say whatever to Marlon Humphreys. Okay. So we're number 4. We're 10-2. We play Ole Miss 10-2. What does the top 25 look like? Bunch of 1-loss teams. So if all these 1-loss teams lost, we could jump, even if 2 of them lost. I'm going to just kind of sim through these games and see. So Nebraska, Penn State. We are cheering for Nebraska. Nebraska won. Washington, USC, we need Washington to win. Washington won. Oh my God. Clemson, Miami, we need Clemson to win. Clemson won. What the hell? All 3 underdogs won. That was freaking crazy. If we beat Ole Miss, we're in, I think. Okay, we're going to sim through this Ole Miss game, and we're just going to see. We win. We might make the Natty with 2 losses. We're the number 1 ranked team. All 3 of those teams ahead of us lost. This is crazy. I cannot believe all 3 of those teams lost right there. We don't win the Heisman. We don't even close. We won the SEC. Manziel won the O'Brien. We're in the Natty. 2 losses and we play Louisville. No freaking way. Nobody had 1 loss except Louisville even. So I think this year there was just so many like good teams that it was hard for anybody to go undefeated or even like 1 loss. Wow. I think this is maybe only the second time I've ever made a natty with 2 losses. Okay, so here it is, natty, and we are going to be the huge favorite. They're an 86 overall. I mean, we should beat them. This is our second national championship game in a row. We lost last year to Notre Dame, but I'll be shocked if we lose this. They're the 3rd best defense, but we're 1st on offense, 15th on defense. Manziel's injured, questionable. Like, what the heck? When do you get hurt? I'm not playing Bridgewater. I'll play frickin' who's playing? Like, how do I know? Is Johnny in? It doesn't like tell me. Whatever. I mean, if Bridgewater is a 99, we'll play Bridgewater, but okay. We're gonna just sim through the first quarter. We'll see here. So Bridgewater's playing. So we go down 7-0, 14-0. Okay. So, oh God, we're up 21-0. Okay. So we're up 21-0 here. They just hit a 71-yard touchdown though. 9 yards. 3rd and 4. Get a stop. -1. 3rd and 7. Bridgewater, can you do something, dog? Quads basically to the bottom with the H-back. Sammy Watkins one-on-one up top. So unaggressive. You know what? Screw it. We're pulling Bridgewater. We're going freaking Jameis. Famous Jameis coming in. Put him in. Put the kid in. Okay, defense, 4 yards. Penalty. 3rd and 6. We get off the field. Okay, Jameis, first time he gets out there, 28 yards. 3rd and 9. Doesn't matter. Don't, like, let's get aggressive, though. Don't play, like, no, let's keep our play calling aggressive here. Do not run draw or screen. No, we're going to drop back with Jameis. Fires a laser beam to Sammy Watkins. Yeah, famous Jameis. Go win us a natty here, brother. And then you're probably going to sit on the bench because I got Patrick Mahomes coming in. I'm going to play Johnny Manziel for 2 more years, and then Patrick Mahomes is going to take over. But hey, famous, let's go. Well, fake into Gurley. I like that. I like that play design, though. Could take a 28-7 lead in the natty. I can't believe we're in this. I can't believe all 3 of those 1-loss teams lost last in their conference championship. Run a little speed option. Nice flip there. Oh, I like that. To Justin Hunter. Okay, third and 8 here. Let's see if we can push this ball a little bit. We got Jameis Winston ready to rock here. Gurley beside him to the left. We're running screen. Nah, well, tried a little tunnel screen to Sammy. I just like it. At least Jameis is aggressive. Somehow he plays like real life Jameis, where Bridgewater somehow has the mentality of real life Bridgewater and just wants to check everything down. Okay, 21-7. Let's get off the field here. 3rd and 10. This is just not the best matchup. Okay, get out. We need a tackle. Ooh, that's actually a really good tackle to keep them short of the sticks there. Okay, let's get aggressive here with Jameis. Jameis is probably going to throw a pick 6 now that I said that. Odell for 12. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. 36 seconds left. Let's not run screen. Draw. Let's... Oh, we're going under center. This is probably a run. Yeah, we're just going to hand it off to Gurley. Ooh, Gurley's got the edge. Gurley's got it. Oh, I think he's... Oh, they gave him the first. Okay, sweet. We're going to run hurry up here. Go back to the gun. Jameis going up over the top. Oh, he kind of overshot him. He actually had him in that whole shot. 21-7. Drop by Hunter. We're going to punt. Okay, whatever. We have a big lead. Second half here. 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20. We get a stop. Our ball. Todd Gurley, 72-yard touchdown. Okay, we're going to go through the rest of them pretty quick. We're just, yeah, we're overmatching them. 35-7, 35-14. Unless this gets weird at the end. 42-14. And there it is. So we win the natty. I was not expecting that. When we lost to Syracuse, I thought our season was done. But we win our 2nd national championship. Our 3rd appearance in 6 seasons. Did it with our 3rd string quarterbacks. I had to bench Bridgewater's ass, man. I can't watch Teddy freaking Two Gloves. Bridgewater 106. I mean, he was playing good. I just couldn't watch him. I just can't watch Teddy Bridgewater. Gurley had a great day. This guy's a freaking redshirt freshman. Had 182 yards and 8.2 yards per carry in the national championship. Odell, really nice day. Our offense is going to be insane next year. Insane. We're going to have probably 2 99 quarterbacks, a 99 running back, and like 3 or 4 99 wide receivers next year. I bet it's going to be just stupid. Okay, so you're just kind of end of the year here. Manziel led the country in passing, 3,900 yards. Gurley 1100. Sammy had 1100 tackles, sacks. Olivier had 9 INTs. Let's look at just All-Americans. Oh, Johnny Manziel All-American, Sammy Watkins All-American. We got Cam Martin, one of our guards, Olivier Vernon, Timmy Jernigan, Tyrann Mathieu for Penn State. Second team, we got Robertson and Smith on the O-line, and Collins, D. Milner at defense. Freshman, we had Gurley, Cooper, Decker, Anderson, Floyd, Miller. So we had a ton of freshman All-Americans. Okay, let's advance here. We're going to get into the offseason. So this is what we are. We're 75-9 so far. You can see where we got hired right here. So 13-1, 14-0, 13-1, 11-3, 12-2, 12-2. But 12-2 win the Natty this year. Advance next stage, players leaving. So Daniel Thompson trying to declare for the draft. I mean, I don't even know if you're a starter for us this year, so you stand. So we do lose some players, but a lot on defense. So we lose Khalil, Olivier Vernon, 96 corner, CJ Mosley, a 97 strong safety, and our punter. But man, we are going to be so good next year. Holy crap. This is going to be the best team we've had on paper for sure. It is going to be stupid. Transfer requests. A couple of guards want to come in. Sure. Okay, recruiting. So how the recruiting works in the offseason, you basically get 15,000 points you can just offer to whoever. So, but it's just one week of 15,000 points. So if we look at our board, we have I'm basically going to give 7,500 to Tyreek Hill. I do not want to lose Tyreek. I'm going to give 7,000 Tyreek. 7,000. I think I'm going to go 7,000 to Orlando Brown, and I'm going to offer that Alvin Lucas like 1,000. And then the rest of these guys, I mean, if some of them sign, cool. If not, whatever. They're just kind of depth players anyway. Tyreek, I really want. Okay, National Signing Day. We didn't get Tyreek. Oh, you went to Oklahoma. That's wild. I offered him 7,000 points. How many did we lose by? By 790. So even if I would have went 7,500, it wouldn't have been enough. Wow. I mean, our class was obviously still sick, but Tyreek would have been fun. We got number 1 class: Mahomes, Cook, Garrett, Wynn, Brown, Andrews. We have a sick class. With them, yeah, Georgia recruits, man. They end up with Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb. So Georgia not going anywhere, man. Texas. Okay, now we'll just kind of go through all prospects and just look where the top players signed. So Chubb goes to Georgia, Hill goes to Oklahoma, McCaffrey goes to Air Force, Mixon USC, we get Dalvin Cook, Cam Robinson Texas, Deshaun Georgia, Debo goes to Clemson, Terry McLaurin Stanford, Marlon Humphrey goes to Notre Dame, Dory Jackson Western Kentucky, Leonard Fournette Notre Dame. We get Mahomes, we get Garrett, Marshawn Lattimore Michigan, Fred Warner Washington State, Orlando Brown, we get Budda Baker, Texas A&M, Penn State for Quentin Nelson. That is going to be most. We get Mark Andrews. That's going to be most of the guys right there. Okay. Georgia, though, Deshaun Watson, we're going to have to play him. Georgia's going to be a tough game every single year. Okay, going to go through our position changes here. We only get one athlete. It's like wide receiver's his best spot, which, I mean, we didn't get really a wide receiver, super stud wide receiver this year, so we'll do it. I'm going to cut Teddy Bridgewater just because I don't want him, but I don't usually show you guys my cuts, but I'm just going to tell you guys now. I cut Teddy. Who cares? Get him out of here. All right, so we're just going to look at the roster here before I make the next recruiting class. And yeah, this roster look at the 90. Oh, this is one of the sickest rosters I've ever put together in any of these sims. This one right here. We have Johnny Manziel with Jameis Winston and Patrick Mahomes as our third quarterback. Running back, Todd Gurley, 99, 98 backup. Some good depth in behind them, including Dalvin Cook. Wide receiver, 499s, which is just insane. Hunter, Beckham, Watkins, Cooper. Crazy. Tight end, 95, 91, Mark Andrews. Left tackle, 92, Decker with Isaiah Wynn backup. 98 with a 95 backup. 99 with a 96 backup. 93 with an 84 backup. Damn. Right tackle, Lael Collins Sr. with a really good backup. Left end, Joey Bosa coming in as a sophomore, only a 90. 99 to it with Myles Garrett as his backup. Timmy Jernigan, Leonard Williams, RJ Watson, Robert Kimdichie. Crazy. Left outside, Leonard Floyd. So defense isn't quite as good. It's still really good. Reuben Foster, 87 starting. Clark and Watt here. Corner were crazy. Milner, Williams, Miller, Ramsey, Tre'Davious White. Yeah, a lot there. Free safety, we have this Pruitt, only a junior, Knox junior, freshman Kendall Fuller, Morris sophomore, Clark sophomore. Both have 97 speed and they're 6'2", 6'3". This team, guys, is absolutely insane. But I'm going to make the next recruiting class and we're just going to get into this and try to win a second in a row. Alrighty, so here we go. 2014 season recruiting class is created. This is a very good class. Probably the best quarterback class we will see this whole time. We just got Patrick Mahomes. I'm not even going to go after one of these quarterbacks. It'll be fun to just see them spread throughout the rest of the country. Not even going to try to recruit one. But we got Joe Burrow. We're second on his board. He likes Clemson, Texas, USC also. We got Josh Allen looking like USC, UCLA, Cal. Kyler Murray, LSU, Bama, Notre Dame. Lamar Jackson, we're actually first on his board, but also Clemson, Miami, Penn State. Then we got Josh Rosen as well. We're first on his board. Also Bama, Notre Dame, LSU. Then last but not least, we got Sam Darnold, USC, UCLA, Cal, Stanford. So absolutely crazy QB class. 6 guys. I think they were all first round picks in the NFL draft. They were. Most of them top 10. The only one who wasn't a top 10 pick was Lamar Jackson, who was, I think, the last pick of the first round. Every other one was a top 10 pick, multiple first overall picks. Yeah, crazy class. So ton of QBs. Go down to running backs. We got 3. We got Ronald Jones the second. He went to USC. Damian Harris, who went to Alabama. We're second on his board. And then we got Saquon Barkley. And we're actually not. We're X'd out on him, so we can't even go after him. We'll go after Damian Harris. Got another 5-star here. We'll go after. That's about it though. Okay, we'll go down to wide receivers. Only 3 receivers in this class. So we got DJ Moore, who we're actually first on. We got Christian Kirk, who we're not on his board. And then Calvin Ridley, who we're also first. So, a couple of guys I would definitely like there. We do kind of start to need some receivers here. All our receivers are I think juniors or seniors. So definitely could use our big 4. So definitely could use some guys here. Okay, moving to tight end. All auto gens here. So we'll just... We have a ton of really good tight ends. We'll go after this Jesse Smith, 6'6", 270, runs a 4.6. It's pretty good, but we really don't need tight end that badly right now. Not a lot of offensive linemen in this class. Only one. It is Connor Williams, who went to Texas. Not on his board. We've been getting a lot of offensive linemen lately, so I don't know if the O linemen are going to be super hyped to come here, but we'll see. Moving to guards, all auto gens. Yeah, a bunch of 3-stars. We got a 4-star. These guys are actually decent players. We'll add them. And then lastly, center, all auto gens. 3-star, who's decent. Okay, so that's it for offense. Now we get into defense. Defensive end, we got Clelin Ferrell. We're first on his board. He went to Clemson. He was a top 5 pick of the Raiders in the NFL draft. The other one is going to be Josh Sweat, who played at Florida State. Not on his board. We also got 2 4-stars. We'll add those guys. Okay, moving into D tackles. We got 2. We got Christian Wilkins. He went to Clemson, got drafted by the Miami Dolphins. Then we got De'Aaron Payne, who played at Alabama. We're not really high on Wilkins and we're not on Payne. So do have a 4-star here who we'll add as well though. Okay, moving on to linebackers. No outsides, all auto gens. We'll see though. We got two good 4-stars who were first. We'll add both them. Go to middles. We got 2 here. We got Roquan Smith, who played at Georgia, and we got Tremaine Edmonds from Virginia. He played at Va Tech. We're actually first on his board, so we'll add him up. A couple other 4-stars who were first, so we'll add them as well. Okay, now getting into DBs. Into corners. First, we have Denzel Ward, who went to Ohio State. First, top 5 pick by the Cleveland Browns. Really good athletic corner. Definitely will add him up. Dante Jackson is the other one. Jackson played at LSU, kind of a small, really fast corner. We're not on his board, or we are on his board at 6th. We'll just kind of let it rock. I don't really care if we got Dante Jackson. So free safety. We got two really good safeties in this class. We got Ncaa Fitzpatrick. We're actually 7th on his board, but he's a freak show. We're definitely going to add Ncaa. None of these other guys really interest me too much. Going to strong safety, we got one. It is Derwin James. How are we not on his board? We're definitely going to go after Derwin. I'm shocked we're not on his board. He went to Florida State in real life. Got another 4-star we can add there. We kind of need a kicker in this class, I think. This guy looks really good. We'll have both the number one kickers. Then we go down to athletes. 5-star, 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 5-star. So some really good athletes there that we're going to go after. Okay, so that is our class. That is what we are looking like. So we're coming off a dub in the Natty, 12-2 season. We're shocked we made the national championship, but we pulled it out. We have made 2 in a row now, so we want to keep the good times rolling here. Okay, going through our red shirts. I'm gonna do Mahomes. I really hope he doesn't transfer out. If he did, though, I mean, we still have Jameis, so we'll do Mahomes. We'll do Dalvin. Wideouts. Do I want to do Odell? We don't really actually gain anything major, but yeah, like I guess Amari's only a sophomore, but I would like to get, you know, one of Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore this year. We also got Mark Andrews. We had some really good recruits last year. We'll leave Win for this year. Do this Roberts. We'll do Orlando Brown. We'll leave them. Left end Bosa. We'll let him just rock this year. I'm not going to do Myles Garrett. I do not want Myles Garrett to transfer out. Left outside. Middle. Okay, corners. I'm going to do Jalen this year. And then safeties were good. Yeah, we have a really good kicker and a young punter this year. Okay, now we're going to get into our schedule. See if it's a little A+. So we have an easy game for Buffalo, then at Mizzou, Tennessee, Kentucky, Kansas State, LSU, Fresno State, Georgia, Vandy, South Carolina. We have Bama late in the year and Florida State. So many ranked tough opponents. So this year we got to try to beat LSU, Georgia, and Bama again. Last year we lost. I think we've lost to LSU 2 years in a row, actually. So definitely got to try to rectify that this year. This is maybe one, like I kind of said before, this is one of the best teams I've ever put together in any of my videos. Like I've done USC rebuild, Miami, Nebraska, Alabama, and this team is insanely talented. Okay, so we're going to get into preseason stuff. So look at preseason polls. We're coming in as the #1 team. A+. USC A+, not quite as good on defense. Notre Dame. Penn State A+. Georgia A+. LSU down to a B+. Washington A+. They have Marcus Mariota at QB. Bama A+, Florida State B+. Definitely not Ohio State, only an A. Definitely not as many like A+ level teams this year. A&M, like that one maybe last year and the year before we had like 15 like A+ teams. Here we have like 6, 7. So, and not anybody has an A+ defense to go along with the A+ offense. So we are definitely Oklahoma, but they don't have the A+ offense. Same with A&M. So we definitely are the best team on paper. Heisman watch: Manziel in first, Mariota, Braxton Miller, Blake Bortles. So 4 real life guys, QBs all at the top. Preseason All-Americans, we got Manziel, Sammy Watkins, our center, our Leal Collins, our right tackle. Nothing on defense, so. Second team, Mariota's there. Kenyon, we got Thompson. That's it. Okay, we'll quickly look at some of these rosters, just see who we're competing against. So Bama, they got Blake Bortles. They have a good receiver. Darby, they have Alvin Kamara in the backfield along with Ezekiel Elliott, and a nice group of receivers. They have a ton of talent on offense. Big Mike Williams. So yeah, they have a lot of offensive talent. Jabril Peppers. So we'll see with them. Clemson, they still have Clowney. Ooh, not as much high-end talent though. I thought they got Debo, but yeah, no, Clemson doesn't look super scary. Florida State, meh. Not scared of them. Georgia, the Dogs. Devontae, Vic Beasley, Sheriff, Austin Safarian Jenkins, another 98 receiver, 97 running back, Marcus May, Reggie Ragland, DJ Humphreys. ton of talent, and they have Deshaun Watson and this Fred Griffin. Are those their two best okay, I hope they start Deshaun. It would just be cool to see him start for 4 years at Georgia, but man, he's got some weapons to throw to this year with Devontae Safarian Jenkins, this Steven Wilson, and then Kenyon Drake in the backfield. Do they have young receivers coming up though? Senior, junior. Ooh, yeah, he does not have the best weapons coming up here. They need some receiving talent. They have great stuff for this year, but then kind of falls off a cliff. LSU, yeah. Oh wow, they do not look very good this year. If we lose to them this year, I'm going to lose my mind. Michigan, meh. Ohio State, meh. Penn State, oh yeah, Braxton, big time center, some receiving talent, a tight end, so they look pretty good. Ronnie Stanley. Oh, they got young Jared Goff, so they'll go from Braxton Miller to Jared Goff as well, so that's pretty good. Texas, right tackle, like Greg Robinson, Jarvis Landry, not great though. A&M, Allen, Coleman, Ostrander. They got Shaq Thompson, Landon Collins, Hargraves. They look decent, but doesn't scare me a ton. We'll see how this Ostrander is this year. Then USC, Robert Woods. They have some. Look at their receivers, almost as good as mine. Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, and then this Jarrett Martin, big time left tackle, guard. They have Mike Beck, senior quarterback, looks pretty good. Junior for next year and a sophomore. And I guarantee they're out of those 6 quarterbacks, I guarantee one of them goes to USC. They have so many of them are from California. One of them's going to USC. So USC looks, I'd say USC and Georgia are just doing the best job of kind of staying close to me as far as talent. Now we're going to get into recruiting here. So we have our Saban factor. We're just going to go down and we're just going to offer all these guys and we'll see how many auto commits we get. None so far. Okay, we get this 4-star Joey Hall. See if we get any more. I feel like I was going after a lot of guys who we were number 1 on their board, but okay, we get a 4-star D end, Tolbert. Oh, we get a 4-star D tackle. Oh, we get a 4-star middle linebacker. So 4 guys on defense. So and we get a 4-star corner. A bunch of defenders here, which I like. Make it easier. Okay, we got a 4-star strong safety. I would have liked one of those kickers, so I could have just kind of not tried to recruit them and just signed them up. But there we go. So we got like 5 guys right there, all kind of good but not great, like high end players, but definitely will just add to the depth of the class. Okay, I'm gonna build my recruiting class and I'll show you guys what we look like. Oh, I just remembered I didn't get Tyreek Hill last year. Because I was thinking, I got Mahomes. I need to get him the weapons. Oh, yeah, we lost freaking Tyreek last year. Freaking sucks. But alrighty, so the board is made. We already have a lot of like 5 guys locked in already. But going to go really hard after Calvin and DJ Moore, the 2 pass catchers. Like, I'm cool. I'm going to try to get both them. Tremaine Edmonds, Clellan Farrell, Christian Wilkins kind of in our front 7 on defense. Derwin, Minka, and Denzel in the back, secondary. Couple of offensive linemen here. 1 outside linebacker who I liked, and then the 4 athletes. And then we're going to get 1,700 points again after this bye week. Oh, we actually signed 6 guys right there. And then after we get those points back, then I'll offer some more. All right, I can divvy out some more points here. Okay, so doing well with Calvin and DJ. We're right in it. Tremaine, we're right in it. Farrell, Wilkins, Derwin, we fell way behind, kind of. But, okay, so the guys in the secondary, if we want them, we're going to have to go basically all in. Same with the offensive linemen. Where are we at now? Okay, how are we doing with these? Oh, usually we do good with the athletes. With these athletes, we're falling way behind. I don't think we can get this guy. We're going to kind of go after these 2 more. I think we'll just get rid of this guy too. Okay, so first game of the year right here against Buffalo, the Buffaloes. And then we got Mizzou, Tennessee, Kentucky, K-State, LSU, Fresno State. Okay, Buffalo's got to be a big win, like 50. Okay, 52-7, we'll take that. I upped our passing rate this year too, guys, with our 499 receivers. We are trying to throw the rock around the yard. Johnny Football, throw into those 4 superstars. Like we are letting this ball fly. Okay, we got Mizzou here. Get it done at Mizzou, 41-10, dub. Okay, we got some recruits ready for visits here, so we'll divvy those out. Okay, we're gonna go week 11, Vandy. Okay, Tennessee, they're 1-1. What are they overall? They're only an 88, so this should be another pretty easy-ish win. 52-28, a little bit more points allowed than I would have liked, but we'll take it. Okay, we got Kentucky here. On the road, they're 2-1. They're in 83, so this needs to be a beatdown. We cannot mess around here. Oh, it's a little tighter. 83 overall. We got to blow the doors off those guys. I know we're on the road, but that's got to be a beatdown. Undefeated. We just want to stay undefeated, make the natty. That is the goal. At K-State, this should be another game where should be a big win, but we'll see what their overall is. Okay, at Kansas State, 84. Got to be a W. Then at LSU, who's not great. So actually, the start of our schedule wasn't crazy hard because we haven't played like an elite team. 28-7. I don't love that score, but I'm going to go check if we have any injuries because those scores are not quite what our offense could be doing, I don't think. Oh, yep. Johnny Manziel is out. I was going to say, this seems kind of weird. Strained knee. How are you out 9 weeks with a strained knee? So we don't have Bridgewater anymore. It is Jameis Winston, who's a 97. It's not like he's not a good player. But yeah, Johnny Football thought he could have won the Heisman maybe this year. He's down and out. So that's unfortunate. We got LSU here this week, who we've lost to the last 2 years in a row. We cannot lose them this year. They are not very good. Okay, just kind of go through recruiting here. So Calvin Ridley, 210 lead on him right now. DJ Moore, we're actually like a big lead. Tremaine Edmonds, us Oregon, maybe LSU. Clellan Farrell, us LSU. Christian Wilkins, we have a huge lead. We're going to visit Vandy. Derwin, us or Georgia. Georgia does have a lead. Denzel, us or Auburn. This newbie, I'm trying. It just doesn't seem like we're going to get there. This guard, it's like a 3-horse race at this point. Wheeler, I probably should just say screw it with this guy. It doesn't look like we're going to get him. John Murray, 480. I'm having to go a lot for him, but we're in it. And then this athlete, we're doing good as well. I added some more guys down here to the bottom of the board. I haven't offered them scholarships yet, so we'll just go through and we might get some auto commits right here. Yeah, okay, so we got 1, yeah, 2, and oh, we ran out of points here. But yeah, so we get 2 more, 4-star and a couple of 4-star athletes there auto committed. Okay, LSU 4-2, but like I said, they're in 88. We cannot lose them 3 years in a row. I'll literally pull. Okay, 41-27. We do have our backup QB, but it's freaking Jameis Winston, 97 overall. So it really shouldn't be too major of a drop off. Okay, Fresno State, 79 overall. So yeah, okay, so our schedule really hasn't been bad, but we got Georgia coming up here, Vandy, who's top 10. The end of our schedule, look at that. Number 8, number 7, number 12, number 3, number 11. That is a crazy run. Fresno State, 52-3, then we get a bye. Oh, okay, so we lost that one offensive lineman, that Rocky newbie guy. Okay, bye week here. And then we got Georgia. Then this is where our schedule heats the frick up. I don't know how good Vandy actually is, but they're top 10. But the rest of the schools, like tough run here. Okay, so Georgia's 6-1. So they have had a loss here. Was it in conference though? It was in conference, but if we lose this, they're going to have the head-to-head. So this is obviously an absolutely massive game. We do have some guys in for visits this week too. I think I'm going to sim through this one just because I don't want to watch I watch every Georgia game, I think. They are starting Deshaun Watson as a true freshman. You know what? They're loaded right now. We'll watch this game. Okay, so here we go. Georgia, Florida, huge game for the SEC. Going to the SEC championship game. We're 3rd on offense points. We're 1st on defense. They're 5th on defense, 9th on offense. We do have Denzel Ward in for a visit. We're missing Johnny Football, and they're missing Devontae Adams. So both teams missing 2 of their best offensive weapons. So they're starting young Deshaun Watson in this one as well. So super young quarterback playing on the road at the Swamp. But if there's anybody who can handle it, it's probably young Deshaun Watson playing for the Georgia Bulldogs. We're going to sim through the first quarter here. They go down and score. They go down and score twice. It is 14-3. We're driving here though, and we get a field goal. So it's 14-6. 4th and inches, we get a stop. 2nd and 6. Okay, here's a 3rd and 3. So 14-6 right now. Trips to the bottom. Jameis gonna hand this off to Todd, who's, wow, powers forward. Big run by Gurley there. That's what we like to see. Okay, running hurry up here. Pistol with Gurley in behind Jameis. Fake a handoff. Oh God, Jameis. Jameis is not like the guy we should be using in the designed run game much, but 2nd and 11 here. 6-yard rush, throwaway. So they get the ball back. 2nd and 8, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 2, 1st and 10. We got a pick, picked off by Leonard Floyd. Huge play. 3rd and 8 right here. Jameis, 8 carries for 14 yards. Why are we running him so much? Trips to the bottom. Gurley. Okay, Jameis, come on, buddy. Bang, there we go. Boom. Ooh, that's a hard hit, but Amari Cooper holds on. We have 166 pass yards. We only have 6 points. Gonna need more than that. Jameis does have a pick, so both QBs had to have an interception. Okay, going hurry up here again. Jameis, they can bring in a corner blitz. Oh my gosh, that looked like it could have been picked. Odell gets a reception over the middle of the field. Going no huddle here. Have all our big boys out there so we can hurry it up. Oh gosh, like that is just, oh my God, James, don't fumble. We are really trying to run the ball with Jameis Winston. He's got 9 carries in the first half, which not my favorite, but down 14-6, trying to go tie this bad boy up. Fake, gonna go Sammy. I don't mind that play. Sammy Watkins for 6. Still going no huddle. Motion. Fake handoff. Jameis over the middle. Finds Amari Cooper for 15. So offense not super like getting super down the field right here, but just really moving the ball. I just don't want any QB runs. Like, okay, there we go. Gurley up the middle, goes for 11. And we're gonna huddle here. Okay, so 3-yard rush, 5-yard rush, and we punch it in. We do not. Oh, we do get the 2-point conversion. We tie this up at 14, and we got a 3rd and 12 on defense here. So 3rd and 12, freshman quarterback Deshaun Watson in. We got to get his ass off the field right here. Yeah, bring a blitz, do something cool. Okay, they're running the ball. We got to get there. There we go. Good stop. Okay, we can actually go take the lead here. So let's go do that. Okay, dropped, throwaway. Nah, we don't pick it up. Their ball. Throwaway. They punt. We actually have a bit of time here. A minute. Hunter for 8. Dropped. 4th and 1. We punt. They actually are going to get some points. No, they don't. Okay. They get the ball to start, though. 1st and 10. And we pick them off. Reuben Foster gets the pick. 14 all. We have it at our... And then we fumble the next play. Okay. And then it's 3rd and 10. So lots going on here. 4-man pass rush up front. Deshaun... it's open. Good completion. Too much time to just sit back there. Okay, we're gonna sim through this quarter here. Get going here. 17-14. We go down 17-17. Oh, and then we get a kick return for a touchdown. We do. Todd Gurley, 80. Oh, it's just a run. 80-yard touchdown run. And we have him at 3rd and 13 here. Deshaun Watson does have 2 picks in this one. So he's a freshman. He's obviously going to be a problem for a long time. But, you know, this is his first huge road test. Number 2 team in the country right now. Oh my God, Kenyon breaking tackles, but only able to get 6 there on 3rd down. Okay, we can go kind of put this away right here with a touchdown. Dropped 2 yards. Okay, so that wasn't it. They get the ball back. We get a stop. We get the ball. Sammy for 26. 10 yards to Gurley. 6 yards. 2nd and 5. 1st and 10. 2nd and 3. Interception. Jameis. Could have put it away there. Luckily, we get a stop. Odell for 15. Incomplete. 3rd and 12. A field goal here puts it away. Can we get a drive going? It's very bright all of a sudden, this field. Come on, Jameis. No mistakes here. Oh, you're trying to screen Gurley. No. The screens just do not work very good in this game, and they call them all the time. So, up 7. 3 minutes left. Deshaun Watson on the road. What can he do? 2 yards, 9 yards, 11 yards. Sacked for -8. 3rd and 11. Probably not 4-down territory here. So if we do get a stop, we will force a punt. Okay, we're bringing a blitz. Gonna get a screen. That is where screens can work. We bring a heavy blitz and they throw the screen. Perfect play call. 2:09. They have 3 timeouts. They do not got to worry about the clock. 3rd and 6. 4th and 9. They're going for this. So this is basically the game right here. 4th and 9. They do have 3 timeouts. 1:30 left. Here we go. We're going man. Oh, big completion. Safarian Jenkins for 12. And interception. We get another pick. Jameis. Okay, we got 3rd and 5. This is our last timeout. Holy, 24-17. Jameis drops back. Slides. Has all the time. Drop. Wow, that is a great job of just keeping your eyes downfield. Staying alive. Drop it into Sammy Watkins, and that should ice it. We have a minute left here. 2 yards. 4th and how did that get to 4th and 8 already? But okay, we won some. Okay, so the super sim was going kind of weird there, but we did get the W. 24-17. Yeah, 24-17. We get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. We beat Georgia. That's a big game. We basically got to beat them every year to not guarantee, but to have a almost guaranteed shot to get to the SEC championship game. So we did have some guys in for visits that week, so it'll be interesting to see who signs. We got Vandy this week, which is going to be a big visit week. There's like a bunch of the dudes visiting, so we'll see if we get anybody here. Didn't get anybody. So I think we had Denzel was the big one in that week. We didn't get him, but we have a ton of guys in for visits. So we have Calvin Ridley. He just visited 2 teams. That's why we're a bit behind. Same with DJ. He just visited Bama. Tremaine just, oh no, hasn't visited Oregon. So we're kind of in second there. Clellan, it's just a 2-horse race with us and LSU. Christian Wilkins, we're probably going to sign this week. Derwin, 3-4 horse race. Denzel, we're in first, but didn't lock him down. Yeah, so we're just kind of in the mix, but got to do some work on a lot of these dudes. So Vandy, they're number 15 in the country. They're 88, so should be a W. South Carolina, Bama, FSU. Oh my goodness. Vandy, 45-3. Okay, so we get Christian Wilkins, Clellan Farrell. So 2 guys on the D-line. John Murray, who's an athlete. And that is it. So we get 3 guys locked up right there. Okay, South Carolina, they're 8-1. They're 91 overall. They beat Georgia earlier in the year, and we're on the road. So, and then we play number 2 Bama. Okay, South Carolina, 49-7. Okay, we get a freaking beat down. But number 2 Bama here. This is the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country. The thing with this, if we lost this, I think we'd still make the SEC championship game. Oh, we lost that kicker? Really? Okay, Bama, 10-0. We'll actually look. So let's just kind of look at the lay of the land here for college football as well. So top 25, we're 10-0, and Washington, Cincinnati's 10-0. So the loser of this might not make the Natty, but we'll probably have a rematch in the SEC championship game, which will be interesting to see how that all works. Blake Bortles leading the Heisman watch. Braxton Miller in 5th. Winston 44th in passing yards, but I mean, him and Johnny both been playing this year. Gurley almost at 1,000 yards. Receiving, Watkins at 616. Tackles, Foster. Tuitt, sacks. Interceptions, Tre'Davious has 7. Johnny definitely was playing better than Jameis. 194 rating to 145. It's a pretty big difference. Pierre and Gurley have both been great. Averaging both 7 yards per carry, so playing well. Receiving, Watkins, Beckham, both around 60 a game. Hooper, Hunter. TFL's Watt and Tuitt kind of leading the way. Same with sacks. Not crazy interception numbers. Okay, so Bama, here it is. We'll see. 28-45. First loss. This was just a tough road to try to go undefeated on. But Bama's doing it. They're undefeated. Now we got another top 10 team here in FSU. Got to win that. But I think because we beat Georgia, we beat South Carolina head to head, I think we should still make the conference championship. Yeah, because we will. So we're probably going to replay Bama. So if we win that, we could still have a chance to go to the national championship. So, but we got to beat FSU here. I'm just going to do the recruiting here really quick. So who do we got? Ridley. Do we have any guys that like might actually commit here? Yeah, most of the big guys we're going after have already been in for visits. Okay, so beat FSU. 44. FSU gave us all we could handle. 6-point win there. So yeah, we're going to make the conference championship, and it's just going to be a rematch versus Bama. Are we going to get anybody to commit here in this last week? Like, who are we going to have in the offseason? Ridley, Moore, Edmonds, James, Denzel. Holy, can some of these guys commit here? This is crazy. Why is everyone waiting so long, man? Yeah, this is hopefully, I really hope DJ Moore commits right here. Wow, he went on a visit at USC and they won 65-0. Don't make me go to the offseason with all these dudes, man. That's a killer. Come on, someone commit. DJ, let's go. We're a 1,300-point lead, bro. Don't need to go to National Signing Day. We get one of the athletes, the corner. So we play number 1 Bama. So for the offseason, we got Ridley, Moore, Edmonds, Derwin, Denzel, plus the guard I wanted, athlete, kicker. The kicker, if the kicker doesn't sign. Okay, so we got Bama here. We're at number 3. So if we win this, we'll be in the national championship. We'll play Washington, most likely. So we're going to sim through this one. If we lose to Bama twice, wow. If we win, we'll play Washington with Marcus Mariota in the Natty. So let's just advance. Let's see what we do. 52-21. So we had a 30-point win after losing to them earlier in the year. That should put us as the number 2 team in the country, and we'll play Washington. So Blake Bortles wins the Heisman for Bama. We win the SEC, though. We win the Outland, Remington. Oh, wow. So we don't play Washington. We play Michigan State. So Washington must have lost in their conference championship. Wow, they lost to Colorado. I would have liked to play them with Mariota, but okay. So what is this Michigan State team ranked? They're 90, so they're not horrible. They're not great. This should be a win. Okay, Michigan State National Championship. This is our 3rd in a row we've made. Trying to go back to back. So they're 16th on offense, 4th on defense. We're 2nd on defense, 2nd on offense. Manziel's going to be back for this game too. So we have no injuries. Ready to rock. Ready to beat Michigan State. Okay, we're going to sim through the first quarter. So we go down and score 7-0. We get a stop. They go down and score. We go down and score. What is it here? 4th and 2. We have to punt down to their 15. -3. Okay, we got them to 3rd and 7 here. Only going 3 down linemen. They're going empty quads to the bottom. QB draw. Come up. Force a fumble. Okay, there we go. 14-7. Force a punt. D is jacked up. Okay, 4-yard rush, 7-yard rush, 5-yard rush, 3rd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 11. See if Manziel can convert here. 2x2. Manziel slides going up. Oh, that looked like it could have been picked there. So Johnny's 7-9 with 104 and a tutty, but 4th and 11 here. We punt it down to their 7. 4th and inches, force a punt. -2, 16-yard rush, Gurley, 18-yard rush, but Gurley, and then a touchdown. Odell for 26. We're up 21-7. Oh, we force a fumble there. 3rd and 2, so we could kind of blow them out right here. Haven't played the most difficult teams in the Natty when we made it the last 2 years. So Washington, I think, would have been a better game with Mariota. Here's Johnny. Drops back, drops underneath Odell with the reception. That's a 5-yard pickup for Odell. He's got 40 on the day. We're going to run some hurry up, no huddle here. 9 of 11, 2 touchdowns here. Trying to make it 3 touchdowns in the first half for Johnny Football. Coming back from injury. I don't know if he played against Bama, but... Okay, quick little screen. Oh, that could have been picked, but instead Odell gets it and gets the touchdown. So that guy was half a second earlier. That could have been a pick six, but instead Johnny gets his 3rd touchdown pass of the first half. 2-yard rush, 15 yards, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5. Okay, let's see if our D can get off the field here again. We got trips to the top, kind of a trips tight end look. Trying to set up a screen, able to get it out with blockers out in front. Wow, and gets up the sideline. So just gets that screen out. Big reception there. 2 minutes left in the half. They're down 21. Score here, you're only down 14. That's doable maybe. And they do get a touchdown. But they leave a minute 30. See if we can do something with it. 2nd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 1st and 10. With 58 seconds left, we'll watch from here. So we have one timeout. Try to go back up 21 here. We have 14 first downs in the first half. Johnny, lots of time going up over the top. Nice. Sammy Watkins in along the sideline. 200 passing yards now for Johnny in the first half. And Johnny's back next year. Johnny football is back. And then we hit Sammy Watkins next play for a 22-yard touchdown. So Johnny Manziel, 4 touchdown passes in the first half. We get a stop. Okay, they get ball. Yeah, okay, so no, we get a stop. 42-14. End of the third. They have it 1st and 10. Oh, no, they went for it on 4th and they got stopped. 3rd and 4. Conversion. Oh, we fumble. We stop them. Yeah, okay. We're just going to go to the end here. So they get stopped again. So not a lot of offense in the second half. Just a lot of back and forth punting. But there it is. We win our 3rd national championship. This is a 13-1 dub in Natty in 2014. Yeah, so that's our 3rd national championship of the video. Or second of this video, 3rd overall between the 2 videos of the whole rebuild. Is our 3rd in a row we've made. It has been nice that we're able to lose and still make the Natty, which sometimes that's just not a thing. Like, just sometimes if you lose a game, you're out of luck. But we've only had 1 undefeated season so far, and that was Tim Tebow's senior year. So we went back to back. There we go. So we're trying to win a 3-peat here. I believe this is Manziel's 3rd year starting, and he's made the national championship every year. He lost as a freshman, 1 as a sophomore, 1 as a junior. So, I mean, he didn't start the whole year this year, but okay. So Heisman winner, we see him. We'll look at All-Americans quick. Bortles, Brandon Cooks at USC. We get 4 offensive linemen. We get Tuitt on defense. Foster. Second team, Mariota. Josh Garnett makes it, our other offensive lineman. And we get Pruitt at safety and our kicker. Freshman, Debo, Mixon, Isaiah Wynn, we get Lee. So they loved our offensive linemen. Robert Kimdichie, Foster, and our punter. Season stats, we had some injuries at quarterback. Gurley had 1,200 yards. Receiving, Odell just under 1,000. Brandon Cooks, DeAnthony Thomas. Oh yeah, they have DeAnthony Thomas and Mariota at Washington. Foster, sack, Tuitt, interceptions. Yeah, we didn't really have anybody have crazy stats here, so I'm not even going to do like a really deep dive there. Going to get to the offseason. 88-10, 3-time national champion so far. Okay, players leaving. Oh my God, we have a bunch of guys declaring. Josh Garnett. Luckily, I mean, I don't know. I would like if it was a little harder to get the guys to stay. Like when they want to leave, you literally just say, you're not going to regret it, and they come back. Oh, we lose Myles Garrett and Mark Andrews. So we lost 2 of our freaking freshmen from last year. Oh, that sucks. What if I just gave you the moon? Okay, wow, we got him to stay. Okay, so we got Myles Garrett. We did lose Mark Andrews. Okay, so who do we actually lose then? So we lose Mark Andrews. We lose Justin Hunter, D. Milner, Lael Collins, Odell Thompson. Wow, yeah, we lost a lot of guys for sure. Pierre, which was our really explosive backup running back, but we're obviously still going to be unbelievably good next year. This recruiting, like I said, kind of pissed me off. I don't like to come in when I have this many guys because it's like, how do you divvy this up? Like, I definitely need to get one of these 2 receivers. I would have liked Derwin. I'm gonna give this guy like 500. I think I'm gonna go after Derwin. I feel like I'm not gonna do, frick. I think I'm gonna try to get Ridley Moore and Derwin. I want to just turn this into like an all-out passing attacks. I want a bunch of receivers. I think safety, we could use a good young safety, probably more than corner or middle linebacker. And DJ Moore, we're gonna go 4,500. Usually I don't like doing it this way, but hopefully we get 2 of these guys. Not super confident right now. Let's see. Wow. So we didn't get Ridley. We got the kicker and DJ Moore. At least we got one of those 2 receivers. We did finish with the number 1. Oh no, we got the number 2 class. So first time we didn't get a number 1 class in a while. Kyler goes to A&M with Connor Williams. So where these quarterbacks goes is going to be very interesting. So I just want to look at the quarterbacks first. So Joe Burrow goes to Miami. Josh Allen, USC. I knew one would go to USC. A&M, Kyler. Lamar, Texas. Josh Rosen, UNLV. Darnold, Stanford. So that's actually cool school. I like kind of like all those fits. Texas, that's huge to get Lamar. Okay, so for the other guys, Ronald Jones goes to A&M. Denzel Ward, Auburn. We get DJ Moore. Minka Fitzpatrick, Michigan. Christian Kirk, UCLA. Tremaine Edmonds, Virginia. Calvin Ridley, Georgia. Dante Jackson, corner, goes to Ole Miss. Ohio State for Damian Harris. We get Christian Wilkins. We get not a real life guy. Lamar goes to Texas. Clellan Ferrell, we get Connor Williams, goes to A&M. De'Aaron Payne goes to USC. Saquon goes to Bowling Green. Okay, so not my favorite recruiting class we've gotten for sure, but we're going to be fine. Position changes here. Go look at our athletes. Got a bunch of athletes in. So this guy QB. Could be a corner. Play him at corner. He's never going to play for us at QB. Everett, also QB, his best position. So we'll play him there because he has nothing else even close. Tremblay, running back, wide out, 6'4", 230. Wow. We'll go running back, 6'4", 230. That's an interesting back. This guy, QB, running back, wide out, are his best. Oh, free safety. We'll go free safety. I always like when I can get them over at DB. This guy, 6 feet, 187. Where does he fit? Oh, it's just running back, basically. Or receiver. We'll go running back. He's not very good, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, we're fine for position changes. Definitely need to get more offensive linemen in this class coming up here. Okay, so we're just going to look at our roster here. Start of the next season before I make the recruiting class. So QB, Johnny Manziel, Johnny Manziel Sr., Jameis Winston, then Patrick Mahomes. And I think I'm going to start Mahomes next year instead of Jameis. Gurley is a junior. We got young Dalvin Cook coming in behind him. Wide out, Sammy Watkins, Amari Cooper as our top two, junior, senior. Then we got DJ Moore coming along with some other guys. So don't have quite as sick of a receiving core as last year, but pretty good still. Tight end, we got Weldon and Drew, but I'm kind of pissed because Mark Andrews left and he was like my next tight end. He was just like next one up, but now we definitely need a tight end in this class coming up. We got Decker and Wynn here. Josh Garnett is a junior. Set at center. Good at right guard, good at right tackle, but we need some young guys coming up here. So we got Bosa, Holiday, like our DNs are insane. Tuitt, Myles Garrett, Clellan Ferrell. D tackle, Leonard Williams, Timmy Jernigan, this Watkins, Robert Kimdichie, Christian Wilkins, crazy. Left outside, we got Leonard Floyd as a junior. We got Reuben Foster as a sophomore, and then we have TJ Watt, who's going to start over this Clark guy as a sophomore as well. Corner, Williams with White, Miller, and Ramsey. Ramsey definitely will be starting over Miller, but really good at corner. We got this Pruitt. We have Kendall Fuller coming in behind him. Then at strong safety, we got these two juniors who are just like two absolute freaks. So that is what we're looking like, guys. We're going to be really freaking good again next year. I'm going to make the recruiting class and we'll get into it. All right, so about to start the 2015 season. Now we're coming off back-to-back national championships, made 3 in a row, but like we've only had one undefeated season. The SEC is tough right now. There's a ton of good teams. Now, recruiting class is made. We are going to hop into this one now. Few key positions we want to target in this class are for sure wide receiver. I always want to have a bunch of good wide receivers. I need a tight end because we lost Mark Andrews, and I need some offensive line depth. So that is kind of the big positions we are going after. Now, as far as the class itself, we have 3 quarterbacks in this class. It is pretty decent. We got Jalen Hurts. We're actually number 1 on his board, but I'll let him go somewhere else. We'll wait a year or two still before, like we still have Mahomes only as a sophomore. Then we got Justin Herbert. We're 4th on his board, obviously a really good player, and then Dwayne Haskins as well. So lots of good QBs. Like we could go after Hurts, but I don't really want him. Maybe we'll go after this one 4-star, just to add some depth. Running back, we do have a young Dalvin Cook, so not too worried about this. We do have Miles Sanders. He's 2nd on our board. We could go after him. He's the only real running back right now. Got another 4-star here who we're 2nd, so we'll go after him as well. Okay, going down to wide receivers, and I would love to get at least one of these guys right here. So we got Chase Claypool from Canada, actually went to Notre Dame, drafted by the Steelers. We got AJ Brown. We are 3rd on his his board, played at Ole Miss with his teammate DK Metcalf. These were the two I really wanted. And we are third and first with DK. So I'm going to try to get both of them, play them together like they did at Ole Miss. And the other one is Michael Pittman Jr., who played at USC, plays with the Colts right now, and we're third on his board. So we'll go after all three of them. Plus we have 3 other really good receivers. So definitely want to get at least 2 of those top level receivers. Okay, tight ends, all auto gens, but we're going to definitely go after this 4-star. He is going to be one of my #1 targets in the whole class. We'll go after this 3-star here, who looks like he could be decent as well, kind of like a receiving tight end. So not quite, maybe even this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go after more later, but I mean, I could add this 5-star and just see if we could get in there on him. Maybe we'll do that as well. Okay, offensive tackle, we only have one. It is Jonah Williams. He played at Alabama, but he's from Cali. We're not on his list, though. So for the auto gens, we got a couple good 4-stars. And this 3-star actually looks like he could be okay. So we'll add those guys right there. Maybe this guy as well. Go to guards, all auto gens here. So we'll just sort by, and we got a 4-star who looks good. Ooh, so not a ton here. Maybe this guy we could sneak in there on him. Go to centers. We got one. I would love if we're high on him. Did he not get made somehow, or maybe I put him at guard? Oh, for some reason I put Landon Dickerson at guard. I wanted to put him at center. So we're definitely going to go after Landon Dickerson as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay, going to centers then. All the centers are auto gens. So we just have a 4-star who we're first with. We'll go after him. So I want to try to get at least 2 to 3 of those offensive linemen. Moving on to defense. I feel like we've been doing really good recruiting defense lately. We have Rashawn Gary, Nick Bosa, and Brian Burns as the defensive ends. The defensive ends just love coming to us for some reason. We've just been getting crazy ones. We're going to add all 3 of those. We're not even going to worry about this Jackson guy. Go down to D tackle. This is probably the best D tackle group we will see. You'll see out of any of the recruiting classes I ever make. We have Quinnen Williams, #3 overall by the Jets, played at Bama. We got Ed Oliver, top 10 pick by the Bills. Derek Brown, I think he was like a top 10 pick roughly by Carolina, played at Auburn. Dexter Lawrence, 1st-round pick by the Giants, all pro right now out of Clemson. And then Jeffrey Simmons, maybe the best D tackle in the NFL right now, played at Mississippi State and drafted in the 2nd round by the Tennessee Titans. So those 5 D tackles, absolutely crazy. We're first on 3 of them. We'll go after them. The D linemen love to come to us. We should have one outside backer, I think, unless I made him a middle. Might have made him a middle, but we do have a couple of 4-stars who are first. We'll add them. Moving to middles. Okay, yeah, they're both middles. So it's Devin White, who played at LSU, and then Isaiah Simmons, who played at Clemson. We'll add Isaiah Simmons, but our board is filling up really quick here. So going on to corner, we have 3 corners. We got Trevon Diggs, who are first. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. My name just got cut off for him, and he actually played at Florida. We got another 4-star. I don't think we're gonna have room for him though. We gotta save for safeties. Free safeties, all auto gens here. We'll do this 1 4-star. Strong safety. Oh yeah, so we have no safeties, so they're all auto gen safeties for strong and free. Could add this Brink, but we gotta see athletes here. Oh, we have a ton. Oh, we have a ton of sick athletes. Shit, I love adding the athletes. They're just, oh, this guy's 6'7". Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this 1 safety, even though he does look pretty good. I'm gonna get rid of this QB as well, and we'll get rid of this running back and this receiver. We have a lot of good athletes, and these are always just fun. So yeah, this guy's 6'7". Got another 5-star, 4-star, 4-star. So all those guys were first, and we have a couple guys were second here who we can't even add. So that is a recruiting class. Definitely a good class overall. Some cool guys. Like I said, tight end, receiver, O-line are kind of the big 3 positions we're going after hard. Okay, getting into our red shirts here. No one at quarterback. So we're starting Johnny Manziel this year. Then next year, we're going to start Patrick Mahomes for 3 seasons. That's why I wasn't too worried about going after running back or QB here. We'll do this 1 running back. Wide out, we got DJ Moore. I really don't want him to transfer out. I'm actually going to not redshirt him and play him in the slot over these 2 sophomores this year. So it'll be Watkins and Amari Cooper as our 2 mains, and then DJ Moore playing in the slot. Tight end, we desperately need some tight end depth. We could do Isaiah Wynn this year. Yeah, we could definitely use some O-line depth. Like, we're not we're good, but we're getting a little bit older. Our DN group is absolutely insane. We'll do Clellan Farrell this year. Actually, let's do Miles. Oh, okay. So we have unfilled promises. So we'll do Clellan Farrell. Actually, like, might have to start Myles Garrett. So maybe what we'll do Joey Bosa for a year. We'll start Myles Garrett at the other defensive end across from Tuitt. I had to basically promise him a ton to get him to not transfer out. Okay, there we go. Now let's see how tough this schedule is this year. So we have an A-, so a tiny bit easier, but like first game of the year, we start with number 14, North Carolina. Mizzou, Tennessee, Kentucky, LSU, Vandy, Mississippi State, Georgia, South Carolina, open, Florida. We're going home. I just got to make it a little easier on myself. Okay, let's get into the season. Okay, let's look at the preseason polls. We're coming in as the number 1 team, A+. Wow, we don't have like any other A+. Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan. Okay, so maybe just the top 10. Yeah, we only have 3, 4, 5 A+. So some years we'll have like 15, so not quite as top heavy. Like Bama's still going to be tough. Washington will be decent. USC looks decent. Miami looks okay. LSU's a B+. Tennessee's a B+. So not as many high-end teams this year. Manziel's got to be pretty high on the Heisman watch. Okay, so we're going Todd Gurley high. Braxton Miller, Alvin Kamara at Bama. Preseason All-Americans, we got Braxton, we have Gurley, Jackson, Jadavon Clowney at Clemson. We got Tuitt, we got Reuben Foster, Pruitt, and Ezekiel Elliott as a returner. Gibbs and Kamara, we got Decker, Josh Garnett. Okay, let's just look at some of these rosters quickly. So obviously our roster is ridiculous. Bama, Kamara, Elliott, Big Mike Williams. So they have a lot of offensive talent. Darby, they have a nice tight end, another nice running back, a fullback, another receiver, but they have no quarterback. Going to be starting this. Oh my goodness. They need to get a recruit in here. They have a ton of offensive firepower, but Clemson, it's pretty much Jadavon. They have some other decent defenders. Deebo Samuel, decent QB. So Clemson could be all right. Florida State, who we play later in the year, nothing special at all. Georgia is going to be our toughest game of the year once again. Ragland, Kenyon Drake, Marcus May, Deshaun Watson. They have another actually good junior quarterback. Nick Chubb at running back, a good tight end, another running back, strong safety. Calvin Ridley at receiver, Derwin James at safety. So Georgia, always going to be really tough. LSU, good wide receivers, decent quarterback with, a bunch of pass catchers. Good tight end too, so that could be interesting. Miami, meh. Michigan has JT Barrett at quarterback. That's not a bad quarterback for sure. Laquan Treadwell, they can throw to some more receivers, some tight ends. Mika Fitzpatrick, that's not bad. Ohio State, D tackle. Jalen Smith, good senior quarterback, but meh, they don't really scare me. Penn State, Braxton Miller and Jared Goff. So Jared's really only going to play one season. They haven't redshirted him. They have Quentin Nelson, Jamal Adams. They have some superstars, but maybe not insanely deep. For Texas, running back, wide receiver, guard, running back, a good QB. I feel like they got a good QB recruit. I think they got Lamar, right? Cam Robinson. Yeah, they got Lamar. So this guy will start for a year and then Lamar will be stepping in. So that'll be really good for them. They look like they could turn out to be pretty decent. Pretty good team this year as well. A&M, they're one of the more like A+ A level teams. Shaq Thompson, Landon Collins, Vernon Hargraves, Carl Lawson. So some really good impact defenders. QB, they're starting true freshman Kyler Murray. That's where Kyler actually started at in real life too, before transferring to Oklahoma. Then USC, Weaver at quarterback. So good senior quarterback, right tackle, tight end, wide receiver, tight end. Joe Mixon, another wide receiver, some O-line, another wide receiver, and they brought in Josh Allen. So they have a lot of good quarterbacks right now to be either Weaver. Hopefully Josh Allen starts for them next year. Joe Mixon, they have good couple of tight ends, three good tight ends right now. 3 good receivers. Gonna have to get some more receivers in the door, but yeah, no, USC looks like they could be pretty good going forward, and even this year be pretty solid. Okay, now let's get into recruiting here. So we're gonna go down, just do our auto commit thing. So see how many guys we can sign right here. Give me DK right away. Nope. Okay, so we get a 5-star wideout, like it. Oh, and we get another 5-star wideout. I'm going after AJ and DK still, so I would have rather got this tight end right there, but it's all good. Okay, we get a 3-star tackle. Let's see if we get any of these none of these defensive linemen. We were first on all 7 of those guys. Okay, we get a 4-star outside linebacker, another 4-star outside linebacker. We got Trevon Diggs, so a 5-star corner. We get a 5-star athlete. Okay, we're kind of cleaning up with this. We didn't get any of those D linemen, and we got a 4-star athlete. So we got a ton of auto commits here. I'm going to set up my board and I'll show you guys what it's looking like. All right, guys. So the class, this is what it's looking like. So we're going to go really hard after Landon Dickerson. We're kind of behind on him, and I would really like him. AJ, DK, I'd like them both. And then we have these 2 tight ends. One were first, one were 7th. So I'm going to try to get at least one of those 2. Then we have 3 more offensive linemen. We'll just kind of pick and choose, see who we can get. We have 3 kind of impact defenders with Bosa, Lawrence, and Isaiah Simmons. Then we have 4 athletes. And then after this week against North Carolina, we'll get 1,700 more points that we can kind of divvy out. Alrighty, so game 1, UNC. Ranked opponent, not great, but I mean, we have very tough schedules. So let's get, how do we lose that one? Oh my, 2-time defending national champs, we lose to UNC for no reason. I don't even know what to say to that. Well, we love to make it hard on ourselves in this sim. So Landon Dickerson, we jumped up to 3rd. AJ, we're in 2nd, so we're gonna have to go hard. We're going to go hard after both those guys. Wheeler, Richardson. We'll leave Wheeler where he is. We're going to go after Richardson more. Man, these O-linemen making it tough on us here. We're going to go 500 for both these 2 tackles. I think we might get rid of this one. It looks like he's just going to be a tough get. Bosa, Lawrence. Okay, we fell way behind on Simmons, so we're going to go to 6. We'll go 5, and we'll go 5. Then for the athletes first, ooh, John Smith. This is the guy I really want. I just want to see what position he is. He's 6'7". We'll get rid of this John Smith. We're gonna add more to the Scott Taylor. What position is a 6'7" athlete gonna play for us? Maybe QB. Okay, so we have Eastern Michigan. I mean, we're not losing this, but like now, once again, we basically can't lose a game the rest of the season. Crazy amount of pressure on us. 56-14. That game wasn't even close. We lost by like 3 scores to UNC. I don't understand how that works. School passing record, 7 touchdowns in a game. So Manziel must have had himself a day. Make up for frickin'. I mean, we can't say too much about Johnny. He's literally made the Natty his 3 years as a starter, but 20 of 23 for 453 and 7 touchdowns. That is insane. Dalvin. So Cooper, Watkins each had 3 and 220 and 133 yards. So I feel like these 2 are going to be putting up insane stats this year. They're just like by far 2 main weapons. Okay, looking back at recruiting, Dickerson, AJ, you know what? Let's spread the love. I mean, we have so many receivers. We're going to let AJ go. We're going to go really hard after the tight ends and these 2 offensive linemen. I want to lock those guys down. Both were in it, but oh, wow. I don't think we're going to get Isaiah Simmons. We're going to say nope to Isaiah. We're falling way behind with this guy, too. We have this other offensive lineman. We're going to seem just have a better shot. It's wild, too, because we already have 8 guys committed, so it's like we have a lot of wiggle room right now. Okay, so we got Mizzou, another ranked opponent. They're 88, so like not a bad team, but I mean, I'm just like, we can't stumble again. We got to win every game now. And we obviously have to play Georgia later. Hey, Mizzou, 52-14. Like, you never know. Maybe we could sneak in with 2 losses, but I don't think you're doing that 2 years in a row like last year. Okay, we got visits now available for a lot of these dudes. So we'll go week 10. No, we'll go 11. Now we'll go week 10 FCS and just blow them out. And hopefully that'll get the boys fired up. Bit of a battle for this O-lineman. We're maxed out on him, so there's just nothing we can do. Bosa, Lawrence. Okay, so just kind of looking at these guys. So Basically tied for first here with Dickerson. DK, we're in first. Us are Maryland. This Wheeler, looks like we'll get him. This other tight end, it's going to be a tighter race. So I'd love to get both those guys. Love, both these O-linemen we are struggling with. I'm just going to try to stay alive with them. This guy, we're doing better. We'll go up to just 300 for him. Bosa, we're falling behind, so Bosa's elite. We're going to go hard after both these guys. Now, we have the points. Then these other athletes, we're just going to kind of stick around for now. See where we land with them. Okay, Tennessee, we're already back up to number 4, so there must be a bunch of teams losing. Tennessee's 2-0 on the road. They're 90 overall. Not an easy game once again, but let's see. 52-10. So I don't know what happened against UNC, but okay, Kentucky now the next week. So they're only an 83 overall, so we better blow them out. They're undefeated, but they are not very good. This should be okay. 52-6. So we're really picking it up. I do not understand what happened that UNC game, but somehow we've lost and we're for number 4 in the country. So there must be nobody unbeaten right now. Maybe like 2-3 teams. Play LSU, number 3 Vandy. And then we got Georgia. Just want to see the polls. So who's actually undefeated? So Maryland's undefeated. Vandy, who we play in 2 weeks. Penn State and Bama. So Georgia. Who did Georgia lose to? They lost to South Carolina. So, actually A&M and Texas are undefeated. So I don't know why we're ahead of them. So LSU, they're 1-3. They have a good offense. They can put up points. They usually play us freaking tough every year, but 45-14. So starting to play pretty good. Oh, we lost one of those offensive linemen. All right. So now we have Vandy. They're number 3 in the country. Only an 88 overall, though. So on the road, but it should be a win. And we a little closer, but good 3-score win. Okay, next up, Mississippi State on the road again, 88 overall, not a pushover. And then we got Georgia the next week. So got some big weeks here. Georgia, obviously, that's the game of the year for us. And then honestly, we're ripping through this schedule. So at Mississippi State, 63-0. Oh my goodness. On the road and a beatdown. We're gonna go look at the box score. Whenever we put up 60 plus against a conference school, I like to look at the box score. Something wild's got to happen in that game. Okay, another guy locked us out here. Oh, Georgia lost again, so they dropped down to 10. Still the game of the year, matchup of the year for us, but okay, we're gonna open the door on this guy. You know what? We've been watching a ton of dogs, but they do have Deshaun. Yeah, we should watch this one. We're gonna watch this one. Okay, so they're 97 overall. We're 99. They got Deshaun Watson. They have a ton of talent on offense. Not as many the pass catchers right now, but a lot of good running backs. Obviously, Deshaun is going to be a problem. We're the number 1 offense in the country, number 2 on defense. They're 19th on offense, 8th on defense. They have some decent prospects in for visits this week. May, Ragland, Kenyon Drake. We got Jameis, Amari, Jackson. We're just missing Clark. They got a few injuries, but none of the big major guys. So here we go. Okay, we're gonna sim through this first quarter here. So we get stopped, then they score, then we score, then they get a field goal, and they're driving right now. 2nd and 10. We got them to 3rd and 13 though, so they could actually go up 2 scores right here. Deshaun Watson in empty, going QB draw right into our linebacker. I think that's TJ Watt came and filled that up. And yeah, going nowhere. So we're going to hold them to 3. Field goal is good. We're going to be down 6. 5 yards. Oh my God. 10-yard penalty. 2nd and 22. 3rd and 24. So I don't know what's going on with our offense right here, but it is anemic and not looking good. So are we just going to do probably screen or draw? No, Johnny's going to drop back. No mistakes. Yeah. Oh my. Curly got destroyed. 4th and 18. So our number 1 offense in the country is not playing like it right now. 10-yard for Drake. 4th and inches, and they punt. Oh my God. And they gained 30 yards. -3. 4-yard gain back to 3rd and 9. Really just not even trying to throw the ball. We've attempted 5 passes so far. Okay, we got trips to the bottom. Johnny drops back, has time, going over the middle. Nice. That's Sammy Watkins for like 19, 17 right there. Big pickup. Okay, 5 yards, throwaway. Cooper for 13, DJ Moore for 10, 5 yards, -3, 3rd and 15. So could take a lead here if we can get a really big conversion. If we do get it to like a 4th and 2, I might go for it. Johnny drops back over the middle, picked off. So we're going to get no points on that drive. Reggie Ragland, their big superstar middle linebacker, picks us off there. 6-yard rush, drop by Kenyon, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, out of field goal range. This is huge. We need to get them off the field here. Deshaun in shotgun, gonna motion a guy down. Sean gonna check that down. Oh, they're giving him the first down. That's freshman Calvin Ridley with the reception. So Calvin's going to be one of his go-to options over the next 3 years for Deshaun. 7-yard rush, 8-yard rush, 13-yard rush, 1st and goal, and they score. And we're going to be down 20-7. We have a chance to get some points before the half. 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 11. So it feels like every time we kind of get the drive momentum going, we get some big loss of yardage. 20-7. Johnny Manziel shotgun, got time, gonna just check that down, and not much there. This is one where I might go for this just because once again we're like, I don't want to punt from here. We only have 30 seconds left. 41-yard line. I'm gonna go for this. We're gonna go 4 verticals. They're out yardaging us. We got to make a play. So I like DJ Moore down the seam possibly. Yeah, gonna have to get it. Oh, I put too much air under that. Shit. Marcus May, their other superstar safety. I'm used to passing on Madden a little more. Thought I had to lob that more, but I had to put more of a bullet on it. So there it is. All of a sudden, 18 yards, 21 yards. They don't get any points before the half. They do get the ball. 6 yards, 3 yards, throw away. 3rd and 7. This is huge. We have not played our best football right here. We cannot go with 2 losses. They're going to do a little rollout with Deshaun. We get the deflection. I think that was to it right there. That was big. They're going to punt. Cooper for 16. Cooper for 9. Watkins for 1. Gurley for 11. 6 yards. But then -3. 4th and 1 from the 32. What are we going to do? We're going to go for it. Okay, I like it. I want to get aggressive here for sure. Split back. So we got Dalvin Cook and Todd Gurley in the backfield. We're going to run speed off. You got to flip it, Johnny. And we're going down. This has not been Manziel's best game. And they could basically put us away right here. 3rd and 6. Defense, you got to come up big for us once again. We're going to bring a safety down. Deshaun drops back over the middle. And that's going to be close to field goal range. Deshaun Watson, 14-5, -3. We got a defensive penalty and they score. And we are down 27-7. We need an all-time comeback here. Johnny sacked, 3rd and 9. Watson is definitely outplaying Johnny right now. Empty here. Oh, they're going free rusher off the edge. This is not going well for the boys. 8 yards, 4th and inches, so we do get a stop. Can we get something explosive? 4th and 1. We got to go for this. This is basically, I mean, game's probably over anyway, but we have to basically score on this drive. DJ Moore, backside. Oh, it got knocked out. That is pretty much going to do it. Reggie Ragland gets the knockout at the count. No, it was the corner, but okay, we're going to go. Oh, Deshaun throwaway. We do get a stop there. So, I mean, we're still technically alive, but 3rd and 10 here. Offense just cannot get anything going. We're averaging 48 points per game, and we got 7 right now. 2-by-2. Johnny drops back. Oh, God. Okay. We're going to be short again. Have to go for this once again. 7:35 left. We're going to run stick here. I like Joseph on the option route. Oh God. We're going to take off. Oh, wow. They ran man coverage and we have all this room on the outside with Johnny. Don't fumble. If we come back, maybe that'll be the thing that does it. Johnny using his legs, escaping. 31. Then we hit Joseph for 19, but we get sacked. 3rd and 1 again, and we score. Sammy Watkins, 14-yard touchdown. We're down 13 with 6 minutes left. We need a quick stop. 8-yard rush, 6-yard rush, 5-yard penalty, 4-yard throwaway, and we get a stop. 5 minutes left. Dalvin for 5. 4, 4, 3, 7. We need some big plays here. 3rd and 6. 3:53 left. We got to score in about the next minute. We still have 3 timeouts. Split back. Okay, snap it, Johnny. We need all the time we can get. Over the middle, DJ Moore for the reception. 9-yard gain. The fact we're still even kind of alive here is crazy. Watkins for 24. 2nd and 1. 1st and 10. And we score. DJ Moore, 14-yard touchdown. We're down 6 with 2:43 left. Drake, incomplete. 3rd and 4. Oh my, if we stop him here, we could have 3 timeouts and the ball back with 2 minutes. Deshaun, split back. That's going to be Nick Chubb and Kenyon Drake in the backfield with him. Okay, they're going to pass it. Just going to drop it down to the flat. Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb for 14. Got to cover the flats on freaking 3rd and short. 3rd and medium. That might do it. 4 yards. They pick it up. 11 yards. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 11. We have no timeouts. 14. Yeah, so that is going to do it. So we actually had a chance there if we would have got a stop on that 3rd and 6. But Deshaun Watson gets it done. And this might be our worst season of the sim. Or in the last few years anyway. Johnny Manziel was not good enough. 293, but he had 2 turnovers. Couldn't really get the run game going. Deshaun Watson beats us. So we're going to be at 2 losses. Luckily, though, they're at 2 losses. So we're technically still going to be alive in the SEC. We just got to get... and our 1 loss actually wasn't conference. So we'll get through this week, and then I want to look at the conference standings. So we got the loss. Let's look at conference standings. So yeah, we're still in first because that UNC loss was out of conference. Vandy we beat, and Georgia. So as long as we don't lose another conference game, we are going to make the SEC championship game again. So that's good at least. We have FCS school here. We have a bunch of dudes in for visits. So we need to sign a bunch of guys right here. 56-10. Okay, so we were able to sign Dexter Lawrence. That good tight end. Wow. So actually the tight end I wasn't sure we were going to be able to get. So that's big. And the other tight end and 2 offensive linemen. So we get out of there with definitely some good players. Now look at recruiting. We only have 11 scholarships remaining. DK, it's basically us or Maryland for DK. Love us or Oklahoma. Whitaker, we're just going to go all in on him now. Bosa, us, Bama, maybe Texas. Greer, us, Notre Dame. Kent, we're going to get him, but we got to offer just more points, try to lock him in. Go visit. We'll go Florida State for him. We'll go week 15 for this guy. Taylor, didn't get him locked down, but we can offer more now. Alrighty, okay. Let's look at where we sit now. So Bama's undefeated, but we could play them in the SEC championship game, and then there's going to be no undefeateds. Penn State and Michigan, do they still have to play each other? No, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we beat Bama and we could sneak back into a natty with 2 losses. Who knows at this point? Braxton Miller leading the Heisman race. Johnny Manziel's in 3rd. Alvin Kamara in 5th. Manziel leading the country in passing by 700 yards. Braxton Miller in 2nd. Dalvin Cook. So Kenyon Drake's 3rd in the country, but Dalvin's our leading rusher. So Gurley must have got injured. Okay, that's crazy. So we have the number 1 receiver, the number 4 receiver, and we actually recruited Dorial Green Beckham, and he transferred out. So that is pretty wild, but yeah, we're throwing the ball everywhere. Leonard Floyd, our leading tackler. Shaq Thompson on the list. Sacks. TJ Watt is 5. Interceptions, nothing too crazy for our guys. Now, season stats. Manziel is having a really good year. 205 rating, 38 touchdowns. 8 picks is actually kind of a lot for us. Okay, so Gurley and Cook, not actually the best yards per carry, like all things considered. Same with Manziel. Receiving, Watkins and Cooper are going completely nuclear, especially Sammy. DJ Moore is a freshman, 400 yards, getting like 42 a game in Weldon. It's basically we're throwing to those guys and sometimes this Haas. And that is it. Defensively, Floyd, bunch of tackles. TFLs, TJ Watt is just playing really good at outside linebacker. Kind of just taking it, basically doing exactly what I wanted, taking over in that Khalil Mack role. So I'm liking that. We're at most yards, 45 a game. We're actually behind Penn State in points. We're fourth in scoring defense. So even though we have 2 losses, we're definitely one of the best teams. Okay, South Carolina, they're 3-6. Oh yeah, we're actually done. After this game, we're done our SEC schedule. So as long as we win this, we are in the conference championship. So beat South Carolina. Okay, so even if we lost to Florida State, we'd be done as far as making a national championship, but we should have clinched right there the SEC West title or East. Okay, so we got some bye weeks, so we're just going to kind of go through these 2 bye weeks here. Okay, so another bye, FSU bye. Our schedule was so front loaded this year. Okay, so we get Marcus Kent. So that's one of the athletes. Oh, and we get one of the ends. Okay, we got FSU. They actually fell out of being ranked now. So DK, it's us or Maryland, but I'd like to lock this up before the end of the year. I'd really like to lock up one of, I don't think we're getting Bosa, but one of Bosa or DK before the end of the year. So then we could just throw some points at some other guys, but okay, FSU, gotta win this just to stay alive for the national championship, possibly. 42-9. Okay, last week for recruiting, let's see. We jumped up to number 3, so we're definitely gonna have a chance to make the Natty. So let's see if we could give me DK this week. That'll just make the offseason a lot easier. Come on, DK. Okay, let's see. Don't get DK. Get one of the athletes. So DK and Nick Bosa are the 2 guys that I'm really probably going to go after hard in the offseason. And then we have a tackle. So we got lead, guard, Bosa. We're right there. Greer. I want to get this Taylor. I just want to see a 6'7", just like interesting. But okay, well, we'll do that in the offseason. So right here, this is pretty wild. So we're all the way up to number 3. We play undefeated Alabama. And if we win this, we're going to play Penn State in the national championship, which is crazy that we could get there with 2 losses again, but just nobody's gotten through these seasons right now. So I'm going to sim through this game just because if we win, we'll play we'll play in the Natty. So we're just going to sim and see, and we win 49-30. I cannot believe we made a Natty again with 2 losses, unless something weird happens. Let's see. So Manziel 3rd in the Heisman. Latimer from Michigan. Braxton Miller gets 2nd. We win the SEC. Win the Biletnikoff. And we are the number 1 team. We jump Penn State somehow, playing in our 4th straight national championship. Crazy. Okay, so here we go, national championship. So actually, we'll look at Penn State really quick because I know they have Braxton Miller, who's one of the best players in the country. Which will be, he's going to be the big thing we have to handle. They have Jared Goff as their backup, I remember. But I remember they have a few other, like, kind of star players. It's Braxton and Goff at the top. So they're going to have Goff next year. Good receiver. They have another good junior quarterback. But Quentin Nelson, Jamal Adams. Oh, it's just kind of those 2. Okay, I thought they had more kind of real-life kind of stars. So, I mean, we got to contain Braxton Miller. If we do that, we're going to be in a good shot. He had a 207 rating this year, 40 touchdowns, 1 pick, and ran for 600 yards. So he is an absolute playmaker for Penn State. We are going to be deeper and have better players, but they have a really good offense too. So this should be pretty freaking high scoring. Yeah, we're first on offense. They're literally 2nd. Then we're first on defense. They're 15th. Injury report. Nothing major. I don't know, maybe unless that Chandler's really good for them, but here we go. So we're trying to win our 3rd national championship in a row. Johnny Manziel started for us for 4 years, I believe, and he's made the Natty every single season. Now, we did lose our first one, but yeah, he's made 4, trying to win our 3rd. But this is crazy with another 2 losses, and we're back in it. All right, so we're just going to sim through the first quarter here. We go down and score. We get a stop, and we score. Oh, geez. And we score again. Oh, my gosh. We're up 21-0. And we have them at 3rd and 20. So this could be a little anticlimactic here. We got trips to the top. They're going to run draw. And we absolutely destroy them in the backfield. Okay. We just get a 45-yard touchdown. We're up 28-0 here. And we have them in 3rd and 8. Oh, my gosh. So I did not think we would blow them out like this. I thought they'd be able to score and Braxton would keep them in it. We're bringing a nickel blitz and he doesn't see it. Oh my gosh. This is a nightmare game for Penn State. And we are absolutely dominating. 4 yards, incomplete, 4th and 6. Incomplete, throwaway. They can't do anything. 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 6 here. So this is Johnny Manziel's last game. Next year, guys, it's going to be super interesting. We're going to be starting Patrick Mahomes. So that is going to be, this is kind of the end of an era here. Mahomes will be the new starter. Jump it off to Todd Gurley. And he's just got all the room in the world. Gets a bunch of yardage. Manziel might have more than 200 yards passing in the first half. New career passing record for Manziel. 2-yard rush, 2-yard rush. Okay, so we actually get held to a field goal here. They finally hit a big play on offense. Couple big plays. 7 yards. Okay, they get a 36-yard touchdown. So maybe there's a little bit of life. We hit Watkins for 27. Okay, we got 3rd and 3 here. Manziel 161 in the first half. I think he might even have more, actually. An motion Sammy across. Hand it off to Watkins. Nothing there. Good stop by Penn State. Yeah, we've got close to 200 yards rushing and 200 yards passing in the first half. So their defense cannot really hang. That's going to be half. They do get the ball. 3rd and 11 here, though. Braxton in 2x2 shotgun here. Drops back. Ooh, that's a nice throw by Braxton. Big 3rd down conversion. Gonna go hurry up. I don't think they're gonna win, but I have seen some crazy comebacks in this. I was doing a USC rebuild. I don't even remember. I think I was down 28-7. There's a nice little 7-yard gain. I think I was down 28-7 in a national championship. It was something like that, like 28-7 with 4 minutes left. And I came back and won in regulation. I got 4 touchdowns. Just super simming. Like I wasn't playing. And I got four touchdowns last like 4 minutes or something. Like it was actually insane. Like I was losing my mind. Okay, 6-yard rush, 5 yards, 2nd and goal, and they score. 11-yard rush. No good on the 2-point. Incomplete. Okay, and Amari Cooper for 56. Well, that'll probably do it. You kind of needed a stop and a score every drive if you're Penn State. Incomplete. Their offense is playing so much better now, though. Yeah, 1st and goal from the 1. Right here. If they didn't have such a If they didn't have such a bad first quarter, who knows? But they're down 21-0 to after 1. That's going to be tough for anybody. -3 again. So here's 3rd and 7. Braxton drops back, slides, gets hit as he throws. Oh, they're going for a field goal here. Okay, so 38-16, 5 yards, -3, 3rd and 16, nothing. They get the ball back here. Who knows? 8, incomplete, 4th and 2, and they punt. I cannot believe they punted that. Okay. -4. 3rd and 7 here for Johnny Football. Trying to win our 3rd straight national championship. Johnny drops back, slides. That's a great job by Manziel. Hits Dalvin Cook on the little check down. Had the pressure coming off his right side. Just kind of slides in the pocket. Most passing yards in a season now. 4,500. 1-yard rush, 11-yard rush, and a touchdown. Okay, so that's basically going to do it here. Just going to kind of sim. They get another field goal. We get a score again. They score. We score. So honestly, if it wasn't for that first quarter, maybe this could have been a game. Like their offense was good, and once it got kind of in a rhythm, they were kind of cooking. But it was just, too little, too late. You gotta come out ready to play when you're, the not more talented team. Mahomes is actually able to get in, but Manziel, final college game, 333, 3 touchdowns. Gurley, 141. Gurley's back next year. Amari Cooper, DJ Moore. That was Sammy Watkins' last game too. He won the Blitnikoff, so he was the best receiver in college football this year. So it'll be kind of Amari Cooper and DJ Moore will be our big two next year. I want to always have at least two like of those stud receivers. It'd be nice to have three, but then once we lose Sammy Watkins, so 3 in a row national champs, we get that trophy. Yeah, like then the next year it'll be DK Metcalf and DJ Moore will be our top two, and just like keep trying to get. And it'll be interesting to see how Mahomes plays in this system. Manziel was one thing. Mahomes could be a whole different animal of throwing the football. We scored 59 in the national championship. Manziel breaks a ton of records for us. Like he's gonna have all the basically records. Sammy Watkins, 92 receptions, most career receptions in school history, most touchdowns in school history. So Johnny and Sammy are basically the best receiver and best QB now in the school's history. Heisman, it was Latimer, Braxton, then Johnny. Johnny probably should have been higher. All-Americans, Manziel, Watkins, Cooper, all get it. Decker, Garnett, Jackson on O-line. Leonard Williams at D-tackle. Peter Williams at corner. Jamal gets it. Braxton, Kamara, Dorial Green Beckham, who would have been on our team. We got our other O-linemen, Stephon Tuitt, Timmy Jernigan, Tre'Davious White, all first teams. Freshman, Sam Darnold at Stanford. We get Dalvin Cook, Orlando Brown, and that's it. So Manziel led the country in passing by like 800 yards. Dalvin, 901 rushing. Receiving, Amari and Watkins, the top two receivers in college. Dorial Green Beckham, would have been our third receiver this year, was in 5th, and there was a 3 yards separating those two. That's crazy. Leonard Floyd, sacks, didn't have anyone have huge sacks, Tre'Davious was one off the lead in the country, so Tre'Davious had a big year. 211 rating, 55 touchdowns. Plus Manziel added. So Manziel had 60 touchdowns on the year. Gonna have Dalvin and Gurley both back next year. We lose Sammy, but Amari Cooper is just gonna step right in, who actually did probably have a better year. Had 3 less yards, but averaged 4 more yards per reception. They each had 18 receiving touchdowns. So this was like basically Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase this year, like when they played at LSU with Joe Burrow, is basically the numbers they put up. Defensively, Floyd had a huge year. So Floyd and TJ Watt together at outside linebacker are really kind of playing really well. Ince, Williams, and Tre'Davious both had big years. Ramsey was a little more quiet, but Ramsey and Tre'Davious will be our two next year. Team stats, we're going to be up. Most yards, Penn State was second. Points, 46.4. Defensively, we were first too. So we're one of the best. But we lost 2 games, which is just weird. But we're one of the better teams ever for sure, just when you kind of factor in everything. But yeah, losing 2 is just kind of a weird footnote. We're struggling to like consistently, win every game in the regular season, but we've done enough to make natties and win 3 in a row right now. 12-2, 13-1, 12-2. And we have 4 natties overall. Okay, looking at players leaving. Clelin Ferrell trying to leave. Okay, he's gone. This D tackle, I didn't really care if either of those guys left too much. Fuller, you're not going to the draft, dude. You haven't even played. Like, it's all just weird. Oh, and then this Rodriguez. You're not even going to start for us ever, but you might be a decent backup. Okay, so he's back. So we do lose Ferrell and a D tackle. But then we lose Pruitt, Weldon, Tuitt, Watkins, Jernigan, Williams, Jackson, Manziel. So we definitely lost some guys, not like a huge number, but like a ton of 99s, ton of really good players, but we're going to be really freaking good still next year. We got to lock down DK Metcalf still. So we're going to go 7,500 to DK, or we're going to go 7,000. If we lose DK because we lost, who'd we lose? Tyreek Hill. We lost a few of these receivers where I was giving them a ton of points and they didn't actually commit. So definitely do not want to lose DK here. It's going to be him and DJ Moore in 2 years as our top 2. So then we're going to go after Nicky. We got Joey Bosa. Let's go get Nick Bosa. Miles. Nick, I think, is back for 1 more year. Plus we have Myles Garrett. We'll have him. So we're going to give him 7,000. Okay, so we got 1,000 points here. We could go to this Justin Love. Greer. Lopez. honestly, I might just like risk it. I don't think we'll get either of these guys, but we might do this. Just try like 500 at each of these guys. And even if we got one of those, that either the athlete or the O lineman, I'd be happy. But we better get DK 100%. We need DK for what we want to do. We want to be this all out, pass it all over the yard, break record passing attack. We need DK. Okay, Bosa, DK, and we got the defensive end. So that's fine. We didn't get the athlete or the O lineman, but we got the two big boys. Okay, so signing day should have the #1 class for sure. Oh my God, we had 9 5-stars. I don't know if I've ever signed that many before. That's crazy. Washington. Yeah, we'll just kind of look all prospects. So Quinnen Williams goes to Auburn, Chase Claypool, Kentucky, AJ Brown, Ohio State, Ed Oliver, UW, Derek Brown, Ohio State. We get DK, Michael Pittman, A&M. So he's going to play with Kyler Murray, which is a pretty good duo. Miles Sanders, Penn State. We get Dexter Lawrence. Jalen Hurts goes to Clemson. I thought, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's good QB for them. Rashawn Gary goes to A&M. Jonah Williams goes to USC. Justin Herbert goes to USC. So they have him and Josh Allen, I think, right now, which is kind of wild. Jeffrey Simmons goes to Oklahoma. Isaiah Simmons goes to Alabama. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson goes to Oklahoma. Brian Burns goes to Georgia. Byron Murphy goes to Michigan. Oh, Devin White goes to Michigan. We're just going to look at QB. I feel like I'm missing Dwayne Haskins. Where'd he end up? Old Dominion. So USC, Clemson, and Old Dominion for the quarterbacks. Okay, we're at the start of the next season. We're just going to look at the roster before I make the recruiting class. Ton of 99s again. QB, we got 2 99s and a 98, but I'm starting Mahomes this year as a sophomore. Jameis, and this guy can be the backup. Yeah, we're playing Mahomes. We got Dalvin Cook and Gurley. Obviously, it's going to be Gurley's last year, and then we'll have Dalvin Cook as the starter for 2 years. We got Cooper and then Moore this year as our top 2. We got Haas playing in the slot. Some young guys here, sophomores, and then DK, and then a bunch of like freshman guys. So we have a big kind of conveyor belt of guys coming. But by next year, like even if DK's maybe only like a 93, 94, we're still going to play him as our #2 receiver. Tight end, we got Drew. Luckily, we were able to get this Richardson and Wheeler. Wheeler actually turned out to be a little bit of a bust, but Richardson, that 5-star we got, 81 overall. He's going to be our starting tight end next year. Left tackle, we got Decker, then Isaiah Wynn will take over next year. Here we got Josh Garnett with Dickerson going to take over next year. Center, we got Lee Roberts. We actually do kind of need a young center here in 2 years. Or right guard, we have Orlando Brown, only a sophomore. And then right tackle, we got a senior, Alex Anderson. So we could use a big time tackle this year, honestly. Okay, we got Joey Bosa, Lynch, Nick Bosa. Then on this side, we got Myles Garrett with this young guy. D tackle, Leonard Williams, Watson, and Kimdichie, all 99 overall. And we got young guys, Wilkins and Dexter Lawrence. Left outside, we got senior Leonard Floyd, senior Preston Grant, and then the sophomore coming up. Middle linebacker, Foster is a 98 junior. Could use some young linebacker here. TJ Watt is going to be a junior. We do have a nice freshman in behind him. Corner, Tre'Davious and Jalen are juniors. This Chris Miller is a senior, so our 3 corners are disgusting. Then we got a young Trevon Diggs as well. Free safety, Fuller is going to be our 2-year starter. We have a couple of freshmen, and then at strong safety, we have those 299 guys who've just been playing together. Both 6'2", 6'3", 99 speed, but they're both seniors, so we do need some more safeties. But yeah, we are going to be unreal this year. Going to make the recruiting class, and we'll get into it. All right, so 2016 season recruiting class is made. Let's get into it. Now, this is a pretty good class once again. Going to be starting to get into a lot of kind of the young, really good players in the NFL right now, like semi-young, not crazy young, but this receiver class. Offensive line and receiver are, I think, this might be the best receiver class we will see out of the whole sim. And the offensive line, there's 5 of them that are all really like pretty talented. So first getting into QBs, not the best for QBs. We got Mac Jones, who obviously played at Alabama. He wanting to come here possibly. We got Tua Tagovailoa, also played at Alabama. And then we got Kenny Pickett, who played at Pitt. So might have to go after Tua. I don't really want Mac Jones, honestly, but I could maybe go Mahomes to Tua. I wouldn't hate that. So we'll add Tua. Running back. We got 3 of them. We got Travis Etienne, played at Clemson, was really good there. We'll add him. We got DeAndre Swift, who played at Georgia, and we got Najee Harris, who played at Alabama. So Travis, the only one we're high on his board. We also got a 4-star here. We'll just add him as well. So those are the 2 we'll go after. Okay, now the wide receivers. This is a crazy class. So we got Jerry Jeudy, played at Alabama. We're first. We got Devontae Smith. We're first. Played at Alabama, won a Heisman. We got Henry Howard. We're first with all these guys. Henry Ruggs, played at Alabama, ran a 4.240, super fast. CD Lamb, we're first apparently. Played at Oklahoma, now at the Dallas Cowboys. And then we have Justin Jefferson. We're actually third, but I am going to add Justin Jefferson. Played at LSU, might be the best receiver in the NFL right now. And the last one is T. Higgins, who played at Clemson, and we're first. So receivers, I think just because we throw the ball so much and we have such a quarterback play, receivers all want to come here. I don't want to get them all just because it would be kind of stupid. So we're going to go after Devontae Smith, Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and T. Higgins, but I'll probably only really go after, I'll try to sign 2 and I'll let the other guys go somewhere where they could actually play. Maybe we'll add this Patterson too, just because he really looked pretty good. And yeah, okay. So yeah, absolutely insane receiver class. Tight ends, all auto gens here. Got a couple of 4-stars we'll add though. Okay, now offensive line. This is another position group I really like in this class. So we got Andrew Thomas, who played at Georgia, 1st-round pick by the Giants. Mekhi Becton, who played at Louisville, 1st-round pick by the Jets. We got Tristan Wirfs, played at Iowa, 1st-round pick by Tampa. And we have one more. Oh, okay, right here. And we have Jedrick Wills, who played at Bama and was 1st-round pick by Cleveland. So that is the group. 4 really nice offensive linemen, but we're going to go Andrew Thomas and Wirfs are really the only ones that are interested in us. So we'll go after those 2. We also have another 4-star here and another 4-star. So we'll have to go after those 4 O-line, our offensive tackles. Definitely try to get at least 1, 2 of them. Then we have one guard is Elijah Vera Tucker, played at USC, was a 1st-round pick by the Jets. Yeah, so we're not doing quite as good with the guards. We do have a 4-star there. We'll go after though. Okay, centers, all auto gens. We are the first overall center does want to come here. A 5-star, another 4-star here, another 4-star. We'll go over those 3. Okay, moving on to defense. Decent defensive class, but this one definitely skews offense. So we have 2 defensive ends here. We have Chase Young and Jalen Phillip. Neither is wanting to come here. That's fine though. We'll go after this 1 4-star. D end. Moving into D tackles, the last defensive tackle class was insane. So this one definitely isn't. We all auto gens here. Go after those 2 4-stars though. Moving on to outside linebacker, all auto gens for outside here. Just some 3-star. We'll add this 1 3-star, but middle linebacker, we got 2. We got Dylan Moses, who was actually one of the top recruits in the class, ended up going to Alabama. Wasn't a bust, but it got hurt and wasn't amazing. Then we have Patrick Queen, who went to LSU, got drafted by the Ravens. So we'll add both those guys. Another 3-star who we're decently high with. Okay, then we go to cornerbacks. We got 2. We got Jeff Okudah, 3rd overall pick at Ohio State, I believe, and then AJ Terrell, 1st-round pick at a Clemson. We're first on both, so we're gonna add both them for sure. That is really kind of it we'll go after for corners. Maybe this Lamb, honestly. He runs a 4.38. I mean, we'll add him. Yeah, all safeties are auto gens, so we'll just kind of see. And actually, I do remember we do need safeties kind of low key. So, I mean, we could always get one of the, like, I could move AJ Terrell or something to safety, but if we did get him. Okay, so we only have 2 spots for athletes. I might have to drop some guys depending how good the athletes look. Okay, the athletes are honestly not crazy for who want to come here. So we'll just kind of go after those 2 for now. Blanks and Joseph Smith. Okay, so that is the class. That is what our board looks like for now. Alrighty, custom schedule. See how tough this schedule. A+. Okay, easy-ish first game, and then Mizzou, Tennessee, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Miami. This schedule is hard, but doesn't look. We're gonna go home with USC, make it a little easier. I don't know. I mean, the second half: Mississippi State, Georgia, Vandy, South Carolina, USC, Florida State. I don't know. It is a hard schedule. I'm sure we're gonna lose at least one game because it's super hard to go undefeated in this SEC stuff. Like, I've been in the ACC on one of these rebuilds, rebuilding Miami, and I won 80 games in a row. I don't think we're going to do that over this time just because SEC, you just play too many tough teams every week. Okay, let's look at kind of this preseason stuff here. So preseason polls, we're A+, A&M. Okay, so Michigan's A+, Georgia's A+, Texas, USC, who we do play. Yeah, not as much. Oh, Ohio State. It's not as many elite teams this year for sure. Like even just Bama, Texas, Oklahoma, or Texas A&M, like they're 91 overall. So they're not like world beaters for sure. Texas looks really good. Okay, Heisman watch. I think Latimer's the guy who won it last year. Kamar's the only real guy on the list right now. Preseason All-Americans, actually. But this is our first year in 4 years not starting Johnny Manziel. Amari Cooper, Decker, Garnett, Anderson, Tre'Davious White. Second team, Dorial Green-Beckham, Laramie Tunsil, Quentin Nelson. We got Leonard Williams. That's it. Only one second teamer. Okay, let's look at some of these rosters. So Bama, they're 91. They have, look at their running backs. They have a sick wide receiver and 4 insane running backs. And they're all seniors. Oh my God. That's interesting. So I kind of feel like this is going to be their last hurrah, and they lose a ton of these guys. They don't have a great QB this year. Not super scared of them. Clemson, they got Debo. Florida State, who we play late in the year, does not look good. Georgia, Chubb, Watson, another 99 quarterback. I really hope they don't try to start this Griffin over Watson. Sometimes it'll do that when they're both 99s. And they got this sophomore who's actually going to be really good in the next few years. Ridley, Derwin James, Brian Burns. Yeah, they look pretty good. I mean, and just having Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson, that's enough to win a ton of games right there. LSU, Miami has Joe Burrow. Michigan, JT Barrett, and the Heisman winning running back. So their top 2 looks good. Minka Fitzpatrick and Marshawn Lattimore in their DB room. That's pretty nasty. Ohio State, Jalen Smith, Damian Harris. Penn State, who we just played, they got in the Natty, Jared Goff, Quentin Nelson, Jamal Adams, running back. So they look pretty good. They could definitely go on a run again. Really good at QB. Texas, Pittman, Miller, Lamar Jackson. He's already up to a 94. Cam Robinson. Okay, yeah, they look really good and super deep. Lamar has 2 nasty wideouts to throw to this year. Are these guys a little young? Oh, he's got to get some recruits in because this guy's a junior, but these guys all seniors, his top 3 other ones. But for this year, he's going to have wicked wideouts and a really good tight end. But they're both seniors. So he's losing all his pass catchers after this year. So, and his running back room. Texas had a lot of seniors. But either way, they'll still have Lamar next year. So, okay, Vernon Hargraves, Budda Baker, Kyler Murray. I feel like they just got a wide receiver in here. Connor Williams, Ronald Jones II. They definitely got a receiver. Rashawn Gary. Who's their receiver they got? Oh, Michael Pittman Jr. So he's going to be one of their top 2 right now. But yeah, Kyler's got some young weapons. This team could be really good over the next few years. USC, Joe Mixon, Josh Allen, their QB room, because I think they got another one last year, Justin Herbert. They better redshirt Herbert this year. Why would you not? They'll literally only have Herbert for a year if they don't redshirt him. But man, their QB room is insane. Don't have great receivers. They're young. They're going to grow. And they have Joe Mixon to rely on for at least the next year, probably 2. So this offense could be really good here, especially over the next 2-3 years. All right. Now we're going to get into recruiting here. Okay, so we're just going to go down, offer scholarships. I actually might not do Tua. We'll let him go somewhere else where he has more of a chance to play. there's some QBs I want to go after next year, I think. Okay, so Etienne, just gonna go down. So these receivers will be interesting. Do we get one auto commit? We get Devontae Smith auto committing right there. Okay, just keep going down. We get 4-star offensive lineman. We got another 5-star, that 5-star center. We get 4-star D tackle. We got AJ Terrell. Okay, so that's only 4 or 5 guys, but that's some really good players. Okay, so I'm going to go through, make my board, and then I'll show you guys what it's looking like. All right, so here we are. Main 3 guys we're going after are Wirfs, Thomas on the O-line, then Justin Jefferson. Then CeeDee Lamb's going to be kind of my backup. If I can't get Jefferson, I'm going to go in on CeeDee. But I'm only going to really try to side one of these dudes just because we already got Devontae. I'll let him spread out a little bit. We got Patrick Queen, Travis Etienne, Jeff Okudah. Then we got a guard, tight end, a couple of safeties, and some athletes. So we're going pretty heavy, at the top here. Try to lock down as many of those guys as we can. So we're going to sim here. Remember, other teams do have that Saban factor. So some of these guys could get signed right here now as well. Okay, so we can go back into recruiting. So we're first on Wirf, second on Andrew. Hopped in on Jefferson. It looks like it's us or Texas. CD, we're actually way out in front already. Patrick Queen kind of fell behind, so we're going to go after Queen harder. Etienne, I kind of want Etienne take over for Dalvin. I want Okudah, so we're going to go really hard after those 7. Jason Williams kind of fall behind. Free safety, strong. I want to kind of make sure we can get these safeties. The athletes, we're doing fine. So this guard we didn't do quite as good with. I might see if there's other of these linemen we're looking like a better shot. Not really, honestly. Maybe this guy if we went hard. All right, so first game of the year. This is going to be Patrick Mahomes' first game as the starting quarterback. Going to be hopefully a 3-year starter for us. So we're going to advance. Should be a win. And then we start playing some, tough teams. So 42-7. Okay, so Mizzou, 45-17. So nice 2-0 start. We did start 0-1. I believe that was last year where we lost to UNC week 1. So nice to start with the winning ways right now. Okay, we have a bunch of recruits ready for visits now. We're going to go kind of week 10 right now. Sometimes there's like a little glitch with this game where it'll get rid of some of the letters. So it's doing that right now. But usually once I hop into a game, that'll kind of reset. So Georgia. Okay, we'll go week 9 will be our other one if they're full for Georgia. Benjamin. Yeah, he'll go week 9. Okay, so just kind of going through, we have a big lead with this athlete, big lead with the athlete, pretty good with this outside linebacker, doing good with both the safeties. Tight end, we're doing good. This offensive lineman, we're 400 away, but last week was the first week I really was offering him. Okudah, us, Texas, Bama. Etienne, Texas, Bama, us, Oklahoma. Queen, A&M looks like they might have the inside track, but CD, we're only offering 400 points and we're staying in it. It looks like us or Georgia. Jefferson, it's literally us or Texas. Thomas, us, Clemson, Georgia. Wirfs, us, Oklahoma, Clemson, Ole Miss. So we're kind of in a dogfight with all those guys right now. Okay, we got Tennessee here. They're in 88 overall, so should be a win. So none of these first group of teams are ranked, but they're all, Tennessee's pretty good at football. Kentucky's been better. LSU. So all good programs that don't want to be, 59 to, okay, Tennessee. Okay, week 5 at Kentucky, who's an 83. So this should be a beatdown. 56-23 is a little more than I would have liked, but we'll take it. Okay, so bye week here, looking at recruiting. So Wirfs, 3-4 horse race. Thomas, we're right there. Georgia, a lot of schools still in it. For Jefferson, it's literally us or Texas. Texas seems to have the inside track, but we're going to try to hold on. CD, us or Georgia. Patrick Queen, we're in 4th. Did he visit it? No. So we're just falling behind with Queen. So Etienne, we're just, kind of falling behind. Okudah, us or Texas. This O-lineman, us or A&M. This guy, we're doing these lower level guys we seem to be doing good with, but the big dudes we're going after it's going to be a fight all the way to the end to try to lock those guys down, which is fine, but we'll see how we end up. Oh, wow. We lost CeeDee Lamb. So CeeDee was kind of our backup plan. Did he go to Texas? Is that where he went? Or no, Georgia, to our biggest rival too. So, all right. So really we're going all in on Jefferson here. Queen. Yeah, like all these like I just can't even do more for those guys. Okay, we got LSU this week. They're 2-2. Mississippi State, Miami, who's ranked, Miami of Ohio. So Georgia, it's the second half that's going to start to get, pretty difficult. LSU always plays us tough, but there it is, 59-14. So haven't had this like kind of ugly, early, annoying loss yet, which has been nice. Oh, we lost Tristan Wirfs. Okay, so this recruiting isn't going quite how I was hoping right now. Okay, Mississippi State, they were ranked not long ago, 88 overall, 63-17. So our offense has been pretty insane so far. We got to be up over 50 a game, probably average, which is wild. We'll look after this Miami game before the Georgia, kind of where we're at. We do have a bunch of visits, or not a bunch, we have a few visits this Miami game here. Okay, we get Joseph Smith to commit. That was one of those athletes. Okay, Miami, they're only an 83, but they are 17 in the country. And then we got Georgia next week. So got to win this 35-7. Okay, I want to go look at some of our stats here. Get one of those offensive linemen and a safety. And Thomas locked us out. It definitely opened the door. So we do have a bunch of guys in for visits this week again. So we're number 2. Georgia's number 4. Oklahoma's number 1. Bama's undefeated. So 3 of the big SEC schools, including us, are undefeated. Heisman watch. Chubb is in 1st. Josh Allen's in 3rd. We're in 4th with Mahomes. So Josh Allen's leading the country in passing yards. I don't know. Nick Chubb's 3rd. Toriel Green Beckham's leading at Vandy. Okay, that's just like tough to look at there. Okay, team stats. We have got it. Yeah, we're scoring 51 a game, but there's so many teams scoring above 40. Oklahoma 48, Bama, Texas. USC's just under 40. So we are putting up some crazy numbers. Mahomes 172 rating, 258 a game only. So we are running the ball a decent amount, it looks like. But yeah, our offense is just cooking. DJ is our big receiver this year. BK's at 52 a game. Okay, so we got this Georgia game. We are gonna check. We're gonna watch this one. This is a huge game. Both undefeated. They're 4. They have Deshaun Watson. Let's check it out. They're 97. We're 99. They got Nick Chubb and Deshaun though, which is a lot of talent. So we're 51 a game. They're 8 at 40. We're 1st on defense. They're 4th. We have some big prospects in for visits today. Nick Chubb, 1,000 yards already this year, 15 touchdowns. We're missing some guys. Winston, I mean, it's our backup, but yeah, missing some dudes. Florida, Georgia. Well, let's get it. Let's go. Okay, let's get it. We're going to go through the first quarter. We go down and score. They get a stop. They go down and score. We're at 3rd and 2 right here from the 18-yard line. So this is our first time seeing Mahomes. We got Gurley, Amari Cooper, DJ Moore, Dalvin Cook also. We're running speed option. That's actually a nice flip by Mahomes. Get to Gurley, who truck sticks a defender. We got 77 yards rushing already. So we can kind of do it all right now with our 2-headed backfield of Gurley and Dalvin Cook. And then obviously everything Mahomes can do. And we punch it in. We go up 14-7. They get the ball. Chubb, Watson throwaway. They're driving. Wow, they're driving. 3rd and 2 here. So they are in field goal range, but hold them to 3 would be nice here. Sean Watson in shotgun, Chubb beside him. Gonna read option. Get it to Nick Chubb with a ton of room to run. That's 15 there. That's just a wicked backfield running read option. And then 8-yard gain and a Nick Chubb touchdown. So they tie it up. This seems like going to be an absolute barn burner. We get it down to 4th and 3, but we do punt. Chubb, Morris, 3rd and 6. We get a stop, so we get the ball back. Sacked, 2 yards by Gurley. Let's see what Mahomes can do on a big 3rd and 9 here. Gurley beside him, trips to the bottom. What do we got? Mahomes drops back. Setting up a screen. Come on, Gurley. Turn the corner. No. Okay, so 4th and 11. We got a punt with 3 minutes left. Give Deshaun a chance to go take the lead here before the half. 1 yard, 4 yards. Oh, we get a stop. Okay, incomplete. 3rd and 5. Let's see if we can get it. So Mahomes only has 74 yards passing. So we are struggling getting it moving down the field. Mahomes doing a little rollout. Checks up. Nice. Is that Amari, I believe? Yeah, Amari Cooper for 17. That's big. Hopefully this can kickstart this drive. Get us rocking here a little bit. Incomplete. 9 to Gurley. 8 to Gurley. Throwaway. 3rd and 3. Only 50 seconds left. We do have one timeout. Mahomes is still under 100 yards passing in the first half, which obviously isn't incredible. Running speed option. Don't really love going back to the well there with that. We'll punt, I guess. Oh, we went for it and we got stopped. And they're in 3rd and 8. They do have 2 timeouts. So if they get a big completion here, they could kick a field goal still. 3rd and 8. Oh, they're going to run. Okay, so it's going to be a tie 14 all game going into the half. That's fine. Maybe the second best team in the country after us. So, you know, we're not going to just blow them out every year. Okay, so halftime, they get the ball 5 yards, 3 yards, throwaway. Wow, so the defenses are balling right now. 7 yards, Gurley, Mahomes to Cooper for a yard. Here it is. We're 7 of 11 on 3rd down, but we're just getting nothing down the field. They're keeping everything in front of them. We got a split back with Dalvin and Gurley on the field here. Gonna do handoff to Dalvin, and Dalvin gets about, 5. Only needed 1. We will take it for sure. Okay, 3 yards, -3. 3rd and 9. We pick it up. Gurley for 12. DJ Moore for 18. All of a sudden, Drew. And we got it down 3rd and goal from the 1. Can we punch it here? Gurley in the backfield. I form under center with Mahomes. Gonna run toss to Gurley. Gurley, you gotta make someone miss there. You can't get tackled there. Wow. So we kick a field goal. We're up 17-14, 10-yard penalty, 3rd and 10. So our defense last few drives have been absolutely killer. They are 6 of 11. They got empty out there. Oh, we got a free rusher off the edge. That was, I think, Myles Garrett and Bosa. Bosa, that's his first sack of the day, 3rd TFL. But I think it was actually Myles Garrett who was free at first. Drew, 24 to Cooper, 6 yards, 3rd and 1. Definitely do not want to take 3 here. We want to punch this in, go up 2 scores before the 4th quarter. Mahomes going to run stretch here to Gurley. Gurley picks it up. Sweet. 1 yard rush, 3rd and 11. I do not want 3 points. 3 points, we're only up 6. They can just go down, take the lead. So 2 scores. Let's go. Mahomes going up over the top right there. Amari Cooper, and he's in. Great throw, found the hole in the defense, and now Mahomes all of a sudden is up over 220 yards here before the 4th quarter. So kind of a slow first half, but the 3rd quarter was really good for him. Incomplete, 3rd and 2, and we get another stop. So their their offense can't do anything on our defense right now. 6-yard gain, 14 yards, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 8. Here, if we have to take a field goal, not as big, still a touchdown would be huge. We're up like a ton, but trips to top. Here's Mahomes setting up a screen. Oh, we get the nice block there. Gurley's going to be in. Wow. So this looked like it was going to be a back and forth affair, but our defense all of a sudden has totally bottled them up. We're going to be up 17 here at the start of the 4th. So can Deshaun start doing something and get an answer here? There's a pickup. This is basically the game. If we stop them, we're up 17, 6 minutes left. Up over the middle, nice throw from Deshaun. Hits that post for 18. Okay, 9, 20 to Calvin Ridley, and he scores. So all of a sudden it looked like it might be over. Now all of a sudden they're down 10 with 5 minutes left. This is doable. Okay, we gotta have a drive. -3, 18 to DK, throwaway, 3rd and 6. Deshaun is 130 yards passing. So our defense has been absolutely incredible. We're 13 of 18 on 3rd down. Mahomes, plenty of time. Oh, that was DK Metcalf underneath. Big hit stick. 10-point game. They got a defensive call. Okay. I don't know how that happened. 3rd and 2. So now the game's pretty much over. I thought we had to punt there, but somehow they got a defensive interference or something. And yeah, sometimes this super sim can be super weird, guys. I cannot wait for the new game, and that's going to be all figured out. Okay, Mahomes just kind of throws it up. So Mahomes does get over 300 yards today. We can just take 3, go up 14, field goal good, or go up 13, sorry. 5, pick it up. Oh, we pick them off. Interception by Miller. So that is going to be it, guys. We're just going to go to the end of the game here. They do get a late touchdown there, but we win 34-28. We stay undefeated. Gurley had a nice day, 3 touchdowns. That was Myles Garrett free off the edge there. We look like an absolute force to be reckoned with right now. Best offense, best defense in the country. Mahomes 309, Gurley 94. Receiving, Amari Cooper was the big man receiving today. There we go. Gonna keep advancing. We'll see if we sign some guys. We did have a lot of guys in for visits. We do beat, the probably second best team in the country right now. So let's see if we're able to lock some dudes down. So we get Andrew Thomas and Nate Blanks, which is the athlete. Cool. So we do get Thomas, which I like. These are really the only 4 guys I really care about, the whole rest of the class. Okuda, who are in first, but we just went on a visit. Etienne, we're not even in first after our visit, which isn't a good sign. Queen, basically tied with A&M, but he visits A&M this week. Jefferson, we're not... Oh, he just... Okay, our visit was before with Jefferson. I think with Jefferson, I really hope we can just get him to the offseason. I'll just offer him all my freaking points. Gonna go after some of these athletes here. Got some depth guards. Now, we do still have USC late in the year. They're only 16, but I mean, they got Josh Allen, Joe Mixon. That is not an easy game. Vandy, they're number 8 in the country right now. Definitely could lose this one. I'm not too worried about FSU, but Vandy, 45-10. So we look to be an absolute freaking wagon this year. I don't know how we're not number 1 in the country, but we're trying to go for a 4-peat right now. But it's just funny, 3 in a row, and we have multiple 12-2 seasons in that run. Okay, we got Andre Jackson, that other tight end. Okay, South Carolina on the road, 49-21. And then we got USC. Now, this USC game, nah, you never know. I mean, this is one of the better teams in the country, even though they might be just kind of sneaking back into the top 10 here. They were 12 before this week. Oh, we lost Patrick Queen. USC, they've only lost 1 game. They're 97 overall. This is about as hard of a game as that Georgia game we just won. So yeah, it's basically down to Okuda. I don't know, Jefferson. We just got to hope he doesn't sign with A&M before the offseason. They just have the advantage. They get more points per week. There's literally nothing I can do there except just kind of try to hold on, get him to the offseason. Okay, USC. A lot on the line here. 52-24. So we are on a run here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, FSU, trap up the year, a 90 overall, try to stay undefeated. This would be an awful game to lose to one of our biggest rivals. We win though. Okay, we get one of those athletes. All 3 of these dudes still up in the air. Just no one signed. Let's go to the offseason. Let's try to get it. Conference. Okay, Jefferson don't sign. Jefferson's the one I want the most for sure. Him, Devontae Smith as my receivers, the 2 young guys coming in would be sick. Okay, none of those 3 guys signed. We do get a running back and a guard. So going into the offseason, we're going to play number 8 Bama right here in the conference championship. We got Jefferson, Etienne, Okuda. Gonna just pick 2 of those 3 probably and just kind of go all in. If one of these other guys wants to sign, sure. But those 2, that is what we're after. Okay, Bama, number 8. They're 99 on offense. They got all those running backs. We're just gonna sim through this game. Hopefully we win, and then we'll watch the Natty. And it looks like we're going to play Oklahoma because they have no conference championship game. They're already done. They did beat Texas. I was going to say they played no ranked teams. They beat Texas, but pretty easy schedule. Yeah, so if we win, we're in against OU. So let's see. What do you got for us, Bama? 45-14. So we look like this has been our best year since 09. This is our only year we've went undefeated since 2009. That was Tebow's last year. So it looks like Mahomes is the real deal. Manziel was good for us. Mahomes, I don't know if it's Mahomes, but the team is just playing better right now. Mahomes ends up 2nd in the Heisman. I didn't mean to exit out of there. We'll go look at that. Bolitnikoff for DJ Moore. Outland for Myles Garrett. Won the Remington. So we're going to play OU. Let's just look at the Heisman. We'll look at the rest after. But I don't think we were much behind this Campbell with Mahomes. So Nick Chubb also on the list for Georgia. Okay, OU. Natty, let's get it. They're only in 91. Looks like they have a really good offense, but not great on defense. This could be a up and down game here. They're 5th on offense. They're 2nd in defense, though. Not a super difficult schedule, but oh, they have Tyreek Hill. This is who stole Tyreek from me. We got a few injuries, but they're probable. So overall, both teams very healthy. Okay, I'm going to look at their roster really quick here. Who's their QB throwing to Tyreek? They have a 99 senior quarterback. They have 299 running backs and Tyreek frickin' Hill. So yeah, this team has a frickin' offense, man. Nice tackle or tight end. McCray, 175 rating, 31 touchdowns, 4 picks. Can move a little bit too. So man, this team can score. We'll see, but we get a stop, or we get stopped, they get a stop, we go down and score. We stop them, we stop them again. They have the ball here. We can get another stop. So their offense hasn't really been able to get it going against us. Here we got a 3rd and 9. We only had the 1 drive though. 3rd and 9 here for Mahomes. Empty backfield. Drops back. Checks it down. DK breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, but that is not going to be enough. DK trying to do work there, but Oklahoma gets off the field here. Their offense hasn't been able to get going, but they have a ton of talent. Tyreek for 11. 3rd and 8 here for our defense. Oklahoma. Oh, we got a free rusher off the edge. McCray has 35 yards passing. I think that was Jalen Ramsey. Or no, that might have been, I don't know who number 2 is. It might have been, yeah, I can't remember. But Mahomes, Cooper, oh, we get stopped. So this is okay, there we go. Tyreek for 24. That's not what we want to see, but this is a much more defensive game than I would have thought. It is the 1-2 defense in the country, 1 and 2 as far as points per game, but this team's definitely more talented offensively. They're 99 on offense, 83 on defense. Wow, so they are really struggling to get shit going. Myles Garrett has 4 tackles for a loss. Crazy. 6-yard rush, Gurley. 4-yard rush, 10-yard rush. 10 yards, 4 yards, 20 yards. 2nd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 13, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5. I was going to watch whenever we got to 3rd down, but we didn't. So we go up 14-0. Can OU get some points here before the half? 0 yards, 11, 17, 8. 1st and 10 from the 44, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4. 21 seconds left. They have no timeouts. Tyreek Hill, I believe, is number 80 at the top of the screen there. Drops back. Gonna check it down. That should be a 1st down. Yeah. Oh my God, a fumble. And we pick it up. Oh my. Oklahoma. Damn. That is a tough fumble. You get a 1st down there. They are gonna get the ball to start the half. They need to get some points here. They get stopped. It feels like we could put this away with a touchdown. I don't know if they're getting 21 on us today. 2nd and 1. There's a touchdown. Wow. 21-0. 3rd and 5. We get another stop. 3rd and 13 here. 21-0 OU. I thought you were going to give us at least an offensive game. I thought it might be 42-21 at this point, not 21-0. Mahomes slides. Oh, Mahomes fumbled. Our offensive line picks it up. That was Oklahoma's shot. Mahomes is trying to keep his eyes downfield. Find someone open. No one pops free. 9 yards, 5 yards, 2nd and 13, 3rd and 9. They get stopped. Oh, they actually end up going for it. Okay. 4th and 2 here. I'm guessing they're going to go for this. Under center, single back, tight end to the bottom. Gonna motion him across. Drops back, check down. There you go. Oh my God, we are hitting dudes. Oklahoma, you scored 21-7 before the half. Tyreek for 17, 2nd. Okay, there it is. So 21-7 right before the 4th. Who knows? Okay, Gurley gets 2 huge gains. 6 yards. We pick up a 1st, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 8. So we are in field goal range here too. So just no turnovers. You can go back up 3 scores here, even if you don't convert. Mahomes over the middle. DK, hold that ball. Okay, so 21-7 here. Oh, we missed the field goal. They got some life. They need to get some big gains though. 3rd and 9. they just have they have freaking Tyreek Hill. So it's not like they have no explosive players, but they're just getting no explosive gains. Like they're getting nothing down the field here. McCray slides. You got to get rid of this. Oh my God, the fadeaway. Oh man, 170 yards. Our defense just balling. This is basically going to be it. 3rd and 8, 2x2 spread here. Mahomes, check down. DJ Moore, I think on that screen, gonna actually lose 2 yards there. Okay. 7-yard drive. Like, why are they running the ball, guys? You're down 14 with 3 minutes left. Drop by Tyreek. 3rd and 13, 4th and 2. Better be throwing the ball, guys. Like, running the ball. The clock is not your friend here, Oklahoma. McCray. Nothing. And that is gonna do it. We are gonna four-peat. Made 5 in a row. This is our only 2nd undefeated season. They score a late touchdown there. That seems to always happen when I decide to... They have the ball back. Okay, technically they could tie the game right here. I don't know. Whenever I just say, okay, it's over, sim to the end of the game, they get these long-ass touchdowns. Okay, McCray, 27 yards. Okay, now it's freaking over. 21-14, so much more defensive game than I would have guessed. But that is going to do it. We are going to go 4-peat. Crazy. 14-0 dub in Natty. Game stats, player stats. So Mahomes, 280. Not crazy day, but Gurley, more Cooper. Well, honestly, none of us... We didn't really need to have a big day. Tyreek was fine, but there we go. Win the CFP 4 in a row. I have won 5 in a row before. There is no 5 in the row trophy. So that is the 4 in the row is the most you can get as far as getting a trophy for it. Todd Gurley, most rushing yards in a career at Florida now. And the most rushing touchdowns beats Tebow. Mari, most receptions, beats Sammy Watkins from last year and beats Riley Cooper for receiving yards in a career. DJ Moore, most receiving touchdowns in a season with 19. Okay, so we looked at Heisman, All-Americans, Mahomes, DJ Moore. We get all 5 offensive linemen, Leonard Williams, Tre'Davious White, Isaiah Wynn Roberts on the O-line as well, and Miller. Freshman, Jalen Hurts at Clemson. DK, we get only DK. Wow. Baker at Tulsa leads the country in passing. We get 2nd. Josh Allen and then Jared Goff. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey at Air Force gets 3rd. Receiving, Dorial Green Beckham, who is actually at our school and transferred out. Then Terry McLaurin at Stanford. Amari Cooper on 11th. Tackles, TJ Watt. Sacks, TJ. Interceptions, Jabril Peppers had 6 at Bama. So Mahomes, 178 rating. He's only going to get better. Rushing, Dalvin, Gurley, both had nice years. Mahomes added 423 on the ground. Amari and DJ, basically identical years, except DJ was better in the red zone for sure. DK, 689. He was supposed to be our 4th receiver, and he got a ton of run this year, which that's just going to help him for next year. He's going to go up a ton. Defensively, TJ, superstar for us. No, none of us had huge sack numbers, but that's all good. Okay, lastly, team stats here. We led the country in yards, points per game, and defensive points per game, just beating out Oklahoma. So yeah, that was probably our best team start to finish we've had over the whole sim. Okay, players leaving. Now we lose Heath, transfer, that's fine. So we have no one declaring, which is kind of surprising. But we do lose Jameis, Anderson, Miller, Drew, Leonard Williams, Decker, Floyd, Morris, Gurley, Josh Garnett, Amari Cooper, Watson, Clark, Grant. So we lost a lot of talent. That was a really good group, and they are gone. But I mean, we have a lot of guys to replace them, and we didn't really lose anybody in transfers, which is huge because you can lose those guys after you recruit them, and then they're kind of stuck behind some dudes. Okay, so for recruiting, who do I have? I think I might go Etienne along with Jefferson over Okuda, just because we don't really have anyone after Dalvin, and Etienne would just be like a really good guy to just plop in after. So we're going to just Etienne 7,500, Jefferson 7,500. We're not messing around. And we might lose. Texas is going after both these guys as well. Man, 1630 we're behind. We actually might not get him. Like if Texas really wants him to go be their number one receiver playing with Lamar Jackson, which obviously isn't a bad bet either. Okay, 75 each. Let's see. Okay, we get Etienne and Jefferson. Okay, and we get another receiver, Grimes. So we got the number one class by far. So we'll just kind of look through. So Jerry Jeudy ends up at Ohio State. We get Devontae and Etienne. DeAndre Swift at Bama. Henry Ruggs, Bama. Chase Young, Texas. Najee Harris, USC. CeeDee Lamb, Georgia. Okuda, Ohio State. We get Jefferson. How much should we get him by? Oh, 2,800. AJ Terrell, we get. Mac Jones goes to Oklahoma. We get Andrew Thomas. Elijah Vera Tucker goes to Oklahoma. T. Higgins goes to LSU. Jalen Phillips goes to Arkansas. LSU for Tua. So Tua and T go to LSU, who in our conference. Dylan Moses goes to Oklahoma. Jedrick Wills goes to Bowling Green. A&M for Queen. It's going to be mostly it. I just want to look. Where did the other QB Pickett went to Vandy? Oh, in our conference as well. Okay, there we go. We'll go to position changes here. So athletes. Grimes wants to be a receiver, running back only. We did just get a bunch of receivers and running backs, so who knows if he'll ever play for us. Evans, receiver, running back only. Come on, go defense. Ooh, he actually could be a tight end. 5'11", 203. Screw it. Let's put him at tight end. QB, wide receiver. Ooh, defense. Okay, free safety. Sure. QB, this guy. Ooh, defense as well. We'll go corner. And then Smith. Looks like we're going to cut your ass. So we'll go wide receiver. Okay. Start of the 2017 season. We're just going to look at the recruiting class look at the roster before I get into the recruiting class. So we got Mahomes, who's a junior. So we could definitely use a QB in this class coming up. Running back, we got Dalvin as a junior. We got young Etienne. Wide out, we got DJ Moore, Haas, Rhodes, DK. I'll probably play DK in the slot this year. Then we got Devontae, Justin Jefferson coming along. Tight end, we got this Clint Richardson starter with three young guys. Isaiah Wynn is a junior. Center, senior, but then we have a nice freshman in behind him. Guard, Dickerson, going to be a stud for us, only a redshirt freshman right now. Orlando Brown is a junior with a senior behind him. Andrew Thomas with a bunch of young guys at right tackle. Left end, Nick Bosa, Lynch, or Joey Bosa, Lynch, Nick Bosa, and then Garrett and Kevin Williams. D tackle, Kimdichie, Raymond, Wilkins, Lawrence with the young guys. Left outside, 87, junior. We have Reuben Foster in the middle. Oh, yeah, we need some linebackers bad in this class. This guy will be good, but next year. But we have a really good linebackers this year, and then we lose two of them. Two senior corners with Ramsey and White, Payne, Payne. So three seniors. Next year will be like Marquant and AJ Terrell. Okay, we need corners kind of now too. McKinley. Okay, so we're going to be really good this year. We do have some holes that we got to kind of fill though going in this recruiting class for sure. So going to make the recruiting class and we'll get into that. All right, so here we go with the 2017 season. This is going to be the last season of this episode, and then the third and final episode will be coming next week. And next episode will have 6 seasons. The first 2 episodes have 5. So 2017 season, we're coming off back-to-back championships. Now, I was thinking a little bit, this one is kind of going a little easier, so I want to make this a little more difficult. I've been thinking about doing this before in some of the rebuilds, but I think starting from now on, at the end of the year, guys can try to leave early, and I can convince them to stay. And usually it's really easy. Like you just say, come back, I guarantee you'll have a good year, and they come back. So I think now I'm going to let all those guys go to the draft, unless maybe we get to a year where there's like 9 guys trying to leave or something, if they're juniors. So if they're juniors trying to leave for their senior season, I'm going to let them go. But if they're sophomores, redshirt sophomores, and I can convince them, I'm going to. But from now on, so even, Patrick Mahomes, he could leave after this year. I'm going to let him go unless they are sophomores. or if like literally the whole team tries to leave 1 year, maybe I'll like keep 2 or 3 or something. But I'm going to do that from now on just to make this a little bit more difficult. And yeah, especially for the next few seasons at the very end when there's like I don't really do recruiting the last 2 seasons. Maybe I'll mess with something there. But for the next 4 or 5 years, that is what I'm going to do. Okay. The recruiting class is created. We are ready to rock. Now this might be the best recruiting class out of any that we do the whole time. It's up there. It is absolutely so stacked. Just cool ass players. Let's get into it. So QBs, we got 4. We got Justin Fields from Georgia. Obviously started at Georgia, went to Ohio State. We have Joe Milton, who this guy was a huge recruit. People say he might have the best arm ever. He was a starter at Tennessee this year. He's big. He can't really play quarterback great, but his arm is absolutely insane. We got Will Levis, started at Penn State, went to Kentucky, drafted by the Titans in the 2nd round. Then we got Trevor Lawrence, who along with like Andrew Luck and John Elway, most people consider as like the can't miss QB prospect. So I'm actually going to go after Milton, Fields, and Lawrence. We're going to try to get all 3, and they basically will take over for Mahomes. But really, Lawrence is my number 1 guy I want to get. We go to running backs. We got 2. They're decent. We got Damian Pierce, who actually went to Florida in real life. And then we got James Cook, who's Dalvin Cook's brother, who we have right now, who ended up at Florida State. So we're going to go after both those guys, plus this guy in 2nd here. And then we get to wide receivers. Not as good as last year's class, but it is sick. We got Justin Ross, played at Clemson, goes to Alabama. We got Jalen Waddle, who are not on his list. We got Jamar Chase. I'm going after Jamar Chase. If we could have a threesome of receivers of Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Devontae Smith, I mean, you literally can't beat that. We'll go after Justin Ross as well. And then there's one more. It is Terrence Marshall, who went to LSU. He was the 3rd receiver with Jefferson and Jamar. So Jamar is the one I'm going to go after really hard. We'll add that 1 4-star. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm not too worried about our receivers if we don't get those guys. Okay. Go down to tight ends. We got 1. It is Kyle Pitts, top 5 pick by the Falcons. He actually went to Florida in real life as well. We're 8th on his board, but I'm going to go hard after him. We could build the greatest passing offense of all time. If we could get Pitts at tight end with those 3 receivers, my goodness. Okay. Lineman, we only have 1. It's Penei Sewell. Went to Oregon, drafted by the Detroit Lions in the top 10. We're not high on his board, but we're going to add him plus these other 2 4-stars. Go to guards. All auto gen for guards. So we're just going to pick these 3 4-stars, add all 3 of them. Gonna go to centers. We only have 1. It's Tyler Linderbaum, who is like unbelievable in college at Iowa. Got drafted in the 2nd round by the Ravens. Not on his board. We'll let him. That's fine. We'll just go after this 1 4-star. We actually do low-key need some O-linemen though. So it would be nice to lock a few of these guys down. Okay. Now, when I was going back at the rosters, we really need defensive ends. And there's only 2, or no, there's 3. So Aiden Hutchinson is 1, played at Michigan, was the 2nd overall pick. Gregory Rousseau, who's actually from Florida, went to Miami. I'm going to add him because I'll be surprised if we're not a little bit higher on his list. And then did I make the other one? I might have made the other one an outside linebacker, actually. Okay, here he is. It's Azeez Ojulari from Georgia, and we're not on his list either. We're going to add both those guys just because we do kind of need some DNs. We do have a couple of 4-stars who are first on, so we're going to go there. D-tackle, this isn't a huge need for us. Christian Barrymore, he went to Alabama, 2nd round pick by the Patriots. Not on his board. We have a 4-star who we can go after. Outside linebacker, we need, and Micah Parsons is one of them. I was really hoping we were on Mike because he's only showing top 4. We're not really from his area in Pennsylvania, but we're going to go after him. We're going to go after Quay Walker, also who played at Georgia on their really good, like, back-to-back national championship teams. Those are the only 2 linebackers we have in this class that are real. The rest are auto gens, and we could, oh man, Micah Parsons is basically the number 1 player I'm going to go after, even though we're not on his board. We have a couple of 4-stars who are 2nd and 3rd. We're going to go after those guys as well. Our board is filling up a little bit here. For corners, we have 3. We have Asante Samuel Jr. He is from Florida. He went to Florida State in real life. Obviously the son of Asante Samuel. We got Patrick Surtain, top 10 pick by the Broncos. He went to Alabama. We're going to add him, and Tyson Campbell, who's actually a 1st-round pick by Georgia. We're going to add him too. So even if we have one of those 3, I'll be very happy. Free safety, we got 1 Javon Holland. I did make him a strong. We're not on his board, so that's fine. We'll let him rock. Free safety. We'll just go after the number 1 strong, number 1 free, and we're leaving like nothing for the athletes here. We do have the number 1 athlete overall who were first on his board. So we'll just go after him. Maybe we'll add more athletes as we get going. But that is what our class is going to look like here, guys. Okay, red shirts. Gonna go through. I actually might. So I'm gonna do Etienne. Wideouts. I really don't want to lose Jefferson or Devontae. Like, I'm tempted to even like play them. Like, maybe we'll do DK for a year, and I'm gonna play these 2 as my 3rd and 4th receivers. Like, why not? Just let it go to Haas and Moore and let those guys play in the slot. We'll do this bottom tight end. Guards. I mean, we'll do this Henderson. He's not very good, but we'll do Andrews. We have a lot on the right tackle side here. Okay, so this year we got Bosa, Lynch, and Garrett. My editor hates when I do this, but I'm gonna do it. He hates when I do like seniors or juniors and redshirt them. He's like, it's just not realistic. I get it, not realistic, but I don't care. We're gonna do it because we have Lynch and Joey Bosa. We can just start these 2 97.99. Then next year we can start Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. So we're gonna do it. We got 2D tackles there. I'm not going to worry about that guy. Yeah, we need some linebackers for next year. We need at least 1 stud. So I'm going to go all out, like I said, to try and sign. Trevon Diggs is going to start here for us to try and sign Micah Parsons. Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts. Those are like the 3 I really, really want. Oh, wow. We always have like an A+ schedule. It is weak this year. Georgia's our only rank. Oh, and Vandy. You know what? We've had it too easy. We're going to book someone tough for early in the year. Penn State, Oklahoma, who we played last year. Texas. Let's do Texas. Let's watch Lamar. They're the number 2 team in the country. We'll actually watch this game. Why not? That's going to bump us up to an A-. We want to make this hard on ourselves. So yeah, we're going to watch that Texas game. We'll watch us versus Lamar, see if we can get that one done. Okay, so we're going to start season here. Okay, so looking at the preseason polls, Texas comes in at number 2. They're only an A, so they're actually not. Okay, Georgia's A+, A&M's an A+, Bama B+, Ole Miss A+, who we actually don't have on our schedule, but they are SEC, A+ Ohio State, A+ USC, A Clemson. So there is some A+. The further I go, I'm almost too good at the recruiting at this point and stuff, but I'm excited for the next game because hopefully it's like harder to really lock down as many really, really good recruits. So we'll see. Patrick Mahomes, 2nd in the Heisman. Nick Chubb, 4th for Georgia. I hope Deshaun is back for Georgia. Preseason All-Americans, Mahomes, we got DJ Moore and our center. Second team, Sam Darnold at Stanford. McCaffrey. How's McCaffrey, Brent? 1,800 yards last year. They do not use him as a receiver. How's Chubb been? Chubb, 1,500 yards. We see Reek last year at 11. We got Wynn, Orlando Brown. We got Tre'Davious White as well. Okay, so let's look at some of the rosters. So Bama, they got Jabril Peppers, good receiver. Not a ton else. Isaiah Simmons. Clemson, they do have Jalen Hurts, who they're building around. Not super scary, though. Florida State, who we play later in the year, they look fine. Nothing scary. Georgia. Oh, they lost Deshaun. They do have this Josh Jackson, though. Junior, 96 overall. Throwing to Calvin Ridley. Still have Nick Chubb. So yeah, that's going to be a tough game. Derwin James, Brian Burns, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, this team definitely going to be tough. LSU, they got Tua coming along. So they have this guy as a starter for a year, then it'll be Tua. And they got T. Higgins, right? I knew they got some guys. Miami, they have Joe Burrow, a junior Joe Burrow. Actually not a bad roster, so Miami looks decent. Michigan, Ncaa, Devin White, Byron Murphy. Ohio State, Damian Harris, decent QB. AJ and Derek Brown. Jerry Jeudy, Jeff Okudah. So yeah, they have some talent. Good senior quarterback, but they don't have another guy on the roster right now. Oklahoma, who we played last year, they still have Tyreek. Decent players. Their QB is only at 89 though. Penn State, they lose. Yeah, so they had that elite QB run for a few years with Braxton, and they had Jared Goff. So they have Jamal Adams and Quentin Nelson, but Miles Sanders, but they don't really have that QB. Yeah, 83 freshman. Like, he could be good after this year even, but not going to be great this year. Texas, we booked week 2. We got Lamar Jackson, 2,900 yards, ran for 800 last year. So absolute freak show. They got Cam Robinson, kicker, punter, corner, wide out. They do have Chase Young. What are his weapons? I remember we looked last year and they were losing a ton of guys. They do have a 92. So his receiving core is not like horrible, but his weapons were definitely better last year. A&M, Kyler, Buda, Ronald Jones, Big D tackle, 2 running backs. This team's good. 3 running backs. Right tackle, Connor Williams. Yeah, Rashawn Gary, Michael Pittman. Yeah, I like this team. Kyler, he's got this Scott Smith, who's going to be pretty good. Pittman, Kyler could definitely do some damage here. They could have him for 2 more years. Barely played last year. Or they just, I don't know what was going on. He did not have great stats last year, but I mean, Kyler's going to be fine. Okay, then lastly, I want to look at USC. They always have been doing good recruiting. So 99 tight end, Joe Mixon, 98 Josh Allen, another running back, right guard, left guard, DT. So they're sick in the trenches. They have Joe Mixon and Josh Allen. Justin Herbert is a backup, and they did redshirt him, which was super smart. So now they're going to have 2 more years maybe of Josh Allen, and then they could have 2 years of Herbert, which is sick. Joe Mixon, they got Najee Harris coming. They haven't got any of those really good young receivers. This sophomore, actually, Kilpatrick, could be really good going forward. They don't have that like super stud, but yeah, I like what they're doing. USC looks like the 2nd best team in the country to me. Okay, now we're going to go through recruiting here. Go down, offer, and see if we get any auto commits here. Oh, I just noticed I spelled Damian wrong when I made the recruit. Jamar! Let's go. He was the #1 guy I wanted. So we're going to let Justin Ross go. We'll let him go somewhere else. I don't even care. Oh, not Kyle Pitts, though. We'll offer this other receiver. Kyle Pitts, he's going to be like, I already know I'm going 700 to Pitts as we go down here. Penei Sewell, he's going to be another guy we're going after very hard. We're going to go after some dudes who are not necessarily, you know, #1. We're not necessarily supposed to get them, but I want those superstar talents. Like Micah's another one. We're only getting 290 bonus, which isn't great, but we're going 700 to him no matter what. Wow. So we only got, okay, we got Jamar and this strong safety. And that is it. So yeah, sometimes you don't get many of these. That is all good. Okay, we're going to make our class and then I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like. Okay, so this is what our board is looking like. We're going all out for some of these guys. So Trevor Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Kyle Pitts, Aiden Hutchinson, Penei Sewell. Those are the top level guys we're going at. Right now, really only Trevor and Hutchinson are super interested in us, but we're going to try to work our way in. Then Surtain and Quay Walker, once we get some points back next week, we'll probably bump them up. 3 offensive linemen and an athlete. That is all we're going after right here. I was debating going after Justin Fields, but I think I'm going to risk it and just go all in on Trevor. Try to lock down Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so we have a bye week here. We'll see if we get any auto commits. Some of those guys could auto commit to other schools right here, which would be unfortunate, but we'll see. Okay, no auto commits, so that's good. So we got the lead for Trevor. We jumped up a bit for Micah. It looks like it's going to be hard to get him away from Penn State. Pitts, we jumped up a little bit. Aiden, we jumped to #1. Sewell, we jumped up a bit. Surtain, we actually dropped, but we're going to jump him and Quay Walker. Ooh, we fell behind, but we're going to jump both of them up to 700. So we're going 700 for all 7 of those guys. We'll bump these offensive linemen to at least 350. Honestly, probably like 4. We're going to go basically 500 for all those linemen. Yeah. And then just 100 on this athlete. Fields, we're still in the lead in Fields, so maybe we'll be able to backdoor it if we don't get Trevor, but yeah, this is the one where I'm going all out. We have basically 10 guys we're targeting, and we're just going to try to get as many of those guys as we can. Okay, so first week of the year, we got Auburn on the road. They're in 93. They're not a bad team at all. On the road. Okay, we'll see. 50. Okay, so we pumped them, but okay, looking at the recruiting before we get into this Texas game. So still looks like us and Bama for Trevor. We're going to be in a tough spot for Micah, but like I'm going after him. I don't care. Kyle Pitts, we jumped up a little bit. Aiden, it looks like us in Penn State. Sewell, looks like USC has the clear shot at him, but we'll do our best. Surtain, it looks like us and Bama. Quay, us and Bama. So Bama's in, we're in a dogfight with Bama for a lot of these guys. Like, we're barely in the lead on like most of these guys, but we're just going to keep trucking. I really want that group of players, get as many of them as we can. Okay, we got Texas here week 2, and we're just going to get into this. So I tried, guys. I booked us a hard ass game. Number 2 team in the country. I could have played an FCS school, and I said, nah, I'm going to try to make this tougher on us. Let's see what we can do here. Lamar, number 12 for them. Okay, so here we go. Night game. 1 and 2 in the country. We're 4-time defending national champs. Going for the old 5-peat. Okay, so here we go. Gonna sim through the first quarter. Just a couple of stops. They get a touchdown there, 7-3, and they're driving. Okay, we're down 14-3 here. Okay, 3rd and 15. Not expecting this. At home, down 14-3. Mahomes going to be in shotgun. We're going 5 wide. Spread out this Texas. We got a free rusher. Mahomes slide. Get it out, Mahomes. Mahomes goes down for a big loss. That's Chase Young, freshman. Chase Young gets the sack. Damn, 5 yard, 7 yard. We could be down 21-3 here. 3rd and 4. So let's see what our defense can do. Damn, I was not ready for this. Trips to the bottom. Lamar Jackson in shotgun. We're going to motion a receiver out. Lamar, he's going to go run QB draw. Oh, wow. We get a hit stick on him. Flip Lamar up on his head. So 4th down. They're going to kick a field goal from here? There's no way this college kicker hits this. I'll be shocked. There's no freaking way. Drilled it. How good is their kicker? Kyler, 276. Beat LSU. Wow. Okay, I didn't mean to return this, but I'm just flabbergasted they were able to make that. So we are down 17-3 at home. 4-yard rush, 12 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards. We need a score here for sure. 4 yards, 1st and 10, 2nd and 13, 3rd and 13. Need a touchdown, cut it down to a 7-point game. Mahomes, we're going back empty here. Last time we watched empty did not work. Let's see if this is a little better. Mahomes, time, slides, and he's going down again. We can take a 3, go down 11, but damn. This D-line for Texas coming rushing, and we miss our field goal. This is going as bad as we could have, like as bad as anyone could have thought right here. 17-3, 3rd and 10. We got to get off the field, give our offense a ball back to a chance, go cut it down to a score before half. Lamar, a lot of time. Wow. Oh, it was dropped. That was a great job of Lamar sliding in the pocket, buying time. That would have been a 1st down, but his receiver dropped it. We get a nice punt return. Devontae for 24, Devontae for 25, 1st and goal at the 1. So true freshman Devontae Smith gets back-to-back 20-plus yard receptions right there. Okay, Mahomes and Dalvin Cook in the backfield here. Gonna hand this, no, run option, and Mahomes gets in, and we cut it down to a 7-point game. So if we can keep Texas out of any points here, it'll be a 1-score game at the half. 9 yards, sacked, 14 yards. Wow, 7, 12, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10 at midfield. This is out of field goal range, so don't let him get any yards. 2-by-2 spread. Lamar in shotgun. Lamar versus Mahomes. We've seen that story before. Lamar drops back over the middle. Great tackle. This might be in field goal range. This guy's got an absolute booming cannon for a leg. They're going field goal. No good. So he does miss the 53-yarder. We have a chance here. 14 seconds. Incomplete. Okay, we'll watch from right here. For 9 seconds, we do have a timeout. So get like a 30, 25-yard gain, call a timeout, kick a field goal. Mahomes up on his toes. You got to get rid of this dude. And he goes down again. Mahomes. Every time we watch, he's just taking sack after sack. So that's going to be it for the half. Only down 7. It could be worse. They start out really hot here. Big receptions down the field. 17-10, 3rd and 5. Lamar Jackson trips to the bottom. What are they going to do here? Lamar drops back, slides, check down, and that's a 1st. Oh my God. We destroyed him in the flat, but it was a good catch. This Tremblay has 109 yards right now. 4 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, incomplete, and a touchdown. 24-10. Mahomes incomplete. Throwaway. Sacked. 4th and 18. Their ball. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. 25-yard gain. 11 yards, 1 yard, and a touchdown. I was going to watch if it was third down. We are down 31-10, 21 points at home, 9 yards, throwaway, 3 yards, 68-yard touchdown run by Dalvin Cook. That was huge. Can we get a stop? 2nd and 14, 3rd and 9. Lamar, 19 of 25 for 242. Obviously, he's a run threat as well. We are down 14 right before the half here. We got to get off the field. Push. Oh, great throw from Lamar. Thread the needle on 3rd down. Drills that ball in there. Great throw. Incomplete. -3. 3rd and 13. 3 down linemen. TJ Watt. Split backs. Lamar. Oh, wow. Yes. We needed that. We only rushed 3 there. Got pressure around the edge. Isaac Lynch gets the sack. Okay, 6 yards, 5 yards. Touchdown. 55-yard touchdown run by DJ Moore. So we've had 2 55-yard touchdowns. 3rd and 1, they pick it up. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5. Down 7. 7 minutes left. Can we get off the field? Spread. Lamar, shotgun. Inside, they're going to drop that. Girl, that's just a 1st down. Great job. Lamar has really impressed me in this game. Tremblay has 127 receiving. 3 yards, 12 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 3rd and 3. Need to hold him to 3 here. Obviously, we can't let him get a touchdown. Gonna pop pass out of the back of the end zone. So we're going to hold him to 3. No good. He hits a 50-yarder. He misses that. We're alive. -1, though. Mahomes for 28. 5, 8, 4, 22. Okay, we got 1st and goal from the 10. We need a touchdown to tie this right now. Mahomes under center, gonna hand this off to Dalvin. Oh, you gotta let your guard make that block. 228 yards rushing, but Dalvin, let that guy come up and give you a hand. 2nd and goal, 4 yard. 3rd and goal from the 5. Now, I'm assuming our team will go for it anyway, but if not, actually, I'm going to take over and go for it because I'm a little worried they would kick a field goal. Oh, Dalvin might have been open, but you waited too long. End zone touchdown! Devontae Smith, the true freshman. Wow. And we tie it. Crazy. -1, and we have a 3rd and 9. We got to stop here. We can go drive and win it. Split back. Lamar and shotgun. Can we get off the field here? Lamar drops back. A lot of time. Pick! That should have been picked. I think that was Tre'Davious White. Would have set us up almost in field goal range, but I'll take it. We get an 8-yard return. Drop. 3rd and 4. We pick it up. Dropped. 1st and 10. Incomplete. Okay, we'll watch from here. So 2nd and 20. This is a long field goal. We need to get some yards on these next 2 plays. Like, I don't even want to, mess around here. Texas still has 3 timeouts, so Mahomes, no sacks, Patrick. Okay, I like that. Just get it down, let it get to Dalvin, get it to 3rd and 11. Texas should be using a timeout right here, but doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to let us wind a ton of clock. I don't know what Texas is doing here. We should have winded that clock, but right over the middle, Devontae dropped it. The clock management, guys, in this game is so bad. This the new game clock Texas should have called the timeout, but they didn't. So we could have wound that down to 20 seconds left in the game. But instead, we snap it. Incomplete. So here's a game-winning field goal. Put us up with 40 seconds left. Up. And good. Okay. So weird clock management with 44 seconds. Crazy 4th quarter comeback. Dropped 3rd and 6 already. 24 seconds left. Not looking good for Texas. We'll see if Lamar has some magic in him. Oh my God, you're running draw. You're not running draw. That's so insane. What a horrible call. Horrible call. Okay, this is literally the game right here. We could have a crazy, what were we down? 17, in the start of the 4th, something like that. 2 by 2. Lamar, pump. Great throw. Okay, they're alive. Barely, but they are. I've actually lost on a Hail Mary before in one of these, just watching. When I was in my Alabama rebuild, I was actually against Florida and they threw a Hail Mary and beat me. Walk off in the SEC championship. Lamar. Check down. I mean, yeah, you're going to have 1 play now. Oh, they have no timeout. So that's literally it. We are going to win it. I thought they still had 1 timeout. That is her. We get it done. Crazy fourth quarter comeback. Wow. That was a wild one. And Devontae Smith. I'm playing him as my third receiver right now. True freshman. Had 73 yards and the biggest, only receiving touchdown, the biggest one of the day. So he had himself a day for sure. We didn't really throw the ball great that game, but I mean, for a true freshman to do that against the number 2 team in the country in his like second game is crazy. Okay, so we beat number 2. I tried to give us someone tough at the end of the start of the year, guys. We almost lost. I'm doing what we can to make this, difficult. Okay, we have a bunch of visits ready at Tennessee right here. We'll do week 11, South Carolina, big visit week. Okay, so let's just look at some of these guys. So Lawrence, 3-horse race with Oklahoma as well. Micah, looks like Penn State, but we're going to do whatever we can to get in there. Kyle Pitts, us, A&M, LSU. Aiden, us, Penn State. Panay, us, Stanford. But USC looks like they have a commanding lead. Us and Bama for Sertan. Us and Bama for Quay. O-line, all 3. We're kind of in the mix. I just got to kind of hold on with those guys. And then this athlete, we're actually kind of falling behind, but we'll stick with it. Okay, Tennessee. They're an 88. Should be a decently easy win, but you never know. 41-14. Okay, Kentucky on the road, or no, at home, 86. Should be a win. I don't know how we're not the number 1 team, but ooh, that's a little closer than a little close for comfort. Okay, so LSU, they're 4-1. They are ranked 88 overall. I think their QB's decent. They got a young Tua Tagovailoa. 56-19. Keeping the winning ways going. Okay, so we lost one of those offensive linemen we were going after. So Lawrence, 3-horse race, super tight. Micah, Penn State looks like they could sign him right away here. Pitts, we're right there. Aiden, we're right there. Sewell, looks like us or USC. We'll see. Sertan, looks like we have the best shot. Quay Walker, us or Bama are literally the only 2 options. These 2 offensive linemen are actually kind of falling behind. Like, I would like to get them, but and then this guy we're actually falling behind as well, so we're gonna remove him. Then I did add some dudes down here, offer some scholarships, see if we can get. These will be all kind of depth pieces. So I don't know about the recruiting. We'll see. Vandy, they're a top 10 team. Yeah, number 9. We're on the road. This could be our first loss right here. 51-21. Never mind. Okay, so Mizzou, 88. Decent team. Mizzou, and then Georgia's unranked. We don't have a ranked team left on our opponents or on our schedule somehow. 48-20 down. How is Georgia unranked? We might have lost Micah Parsons right here too. Yeah, I think he was visiting Penn State that week. So we'll see. Nothing. Georgia's 3. No, we did lose somebody. No, not Micah. Oh, sorry. He's visiting Penn State this week. Oh, we lost 2 of these offensive linemen. So recruiting being a little not great right now. We only have this 1 offensive lineman left other than the big guy. We could go after this guy's actually like halfway decent. So Georgia, they're 99 overall though. So this is our second hardest game of the year after Texas. They're probably better on paper than Texas. So we could definitely lose here. 35-13. So I don't know. We'll see if Micah went to Penn State right here though. God, we could use Micah. Our best hope with him and some of these, like, get to the off season and then maybe we could just overload him. No. Oh, he did. Micah committed to Penn State. So it felt like he was just destined to go there. So now the big guys we're going after. Trevor, it's a 3-horse race. Pitts, us or A&M, it feels like the most likely. Aiden, okay, he just was on that visit, so he didn't commit. So us or Penn State. Panay, us, USC, UCLA. Sertan, looks like we probably will get Sertan. Quay, us or Bama. This Wilkerson who we're going hard after. Then some like filler type guys. So these guys we're actually gonna go harder now. Damn, I wanted Micah. Okay, so we got bye week and then South Carolina, which is our big visit week. It's 11 and 12 are where all those big guys are visiting. Okay, so we have a bunch of dudes in for visits at South Carolina. They're 91. This is at home, but like it's not like they're a horrible team. 38-31, so close ass game. We get it done though, staying undefeated. So hopefully we get, I don't know, 2 of these guys, 3 of these guys right here. Hopefully like Sertan and Lawrence would be huge. Sertan, Sewell, who committed to Georgia? Okay, so we only get Sertan there. Okay, so Marshall, this is another game where we have a bunch of visits. We should blow them out. Or not a bunch, but we have a few visits this week. Looking at the schedule, we're the only unbeaten. Texas only has one loss, and it was to us. Ole Miss, Ohio State. Yeah, so we're the last unbeaten right now, which is kind of crazy this early. Heisman, Josh Allen leading the way. Mahomes is not on the list. Passing leaders, Mahomes got injured. Torn pec might be back. So we're missing our starting running back and QB for the last however long. So this Rodriguez has been playing. Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow all in the top 5. Nick Chubb and McCaffrey in the top 5 there. Receiving, DJ Moore in 12th. Tackles, sacks, interceptions. So, crap. So, yeah, Mahomes got injured. So these guys have been just basically splitting time. Rushing, yeah, we lost Dalvin just recently. So now we got Lily's good, luckily. But receiving, Haas, Devontae, Justin Jefferson. Jefferson having a nice year, man. 38 a game. So we're kind of spreading out to all the receivers here. DJ's our go-to, but okay. Well, so I didn't realize we were trying to do all this without Mahomes. This is kind of more impressive now. But okay, Marshall, 52-7. Let's see if we signed anybody here. Maybe Sewell. Maybe Panay will jump on board after just locking us out. Quay Walker. Okay, we actually really needed Quay. We needed linebacker. Oh, and we get a shitty middle linebacker too. But Quay, if we can get Micah, he was the next best thing. So we've got 2 good defenders so far and Jamar Chase. So we basically got 5 guys we really want. Wilkerson, Sewell, Hutchinson, Pitts, and Lawrence. But they've all been on their visits now. So we'll just have to kind of see. Okay, Navy and FSU last 2 games. 38. Well, that's kind of close against Navy, man. Okay, we get Jesse Miller, wide receiver, DND tackle, some more depth pieces. Okay, Florida State, not very good. They're 93 overall, I guess, but I don't know. They don't scare me. Maybe I'll eat my words. On the road, 54-31. So we go undefeated. We've only done undefeated twice, so we haven't been this isn't super common so far. So we're trying to go back-to-back undefeated, but we are trying to win. Go for a 5-peat right now. Okay, so Wilkerson locked us out. Commit from Vince, JD. I don't know how Wilkerson locked us out, dog. We're going to get 700 a week to your ass for Tulsa. You want to lock us out for Tulsa? Come on, bruh. So yeah, for their top 5, us or Bama, us or USC, who we just visited with, us or Penn State, us or A&M, us or Bama. Maybe Oklahoma, but I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so last week, hopefully one of these dudes signs with us right here. Otherwise, we just gotta pick 2. No. Damn. So we're gonna play Ole Miss. They're the number 2 team in the country. Damn. Okay, just looking at recruiting. So we can either go... We gotta go Trevor Lawrence, Pitts. Like, I could see the argument for all 3 of Hutchinson, Sewell, or Pitts. Pitts just because it would be the fun factor. You have this insane receiving tight end to go along, but I don't know if it makes sense. We'll have to look. Do I need a D-end more or Panay, another O-lineman more? I probably O-line just because it's like he's going to start. We got 5 positions there. Okay, but we have Ole Miss here. We're going to sim through this because we already watched. They're in 97. Top 25. If we advance, we will play. Oh, I would love Ohio State would be cool. Clemson. Probably play either of them. So, too bad about USC, man. Josh Allen, who'd they lose to? Stanford. If they wouldn't have lost that Stanford game, definitely could have been playing them and Josh Allen in the Natty. Okay, we got to get through Ole Miss, though. Let's see. 41-10. Josh Allen does win the Heisman at USC. 54 total touchdowns. We win the SEC again. Outland. Remington. That's it for awards. Damn. So we're going to play number 2 Clemson. So they have Jalen Hurts as their big player. Not who I would have guessed at the start of the year. I thought they were okay, but yeah, Jalen is their guy. Only a sophomore, 2,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, ran for 657 as well. So can do it on the ground, but we're going to be the pretty heavy favorite here. Yeah, they're only 95 overall. So we're 2nd on offense, 6th on defense. They're 9th and 21st. DJ Mahomes is back. Dalvin is back. Dalvin's questionable, so we might not have Dalvin. Alrighty. Gonna go through the first quarter here. Bunch of stops. We get a touchdown. We get another touchdown. We get another touchdown. It's 21-0. Fumble. Oh my gosh. We get another touchdown. It's 28-0. They finally drive and do something. Get a stop. Okay, they get back-to-back big plays. So 3rd and 9 here. They could cut it down to 28-14 just before the half, which is not like impossible. Spread look. Hurts at QB. Jalen steps up. Slides. Going out. Should have been picked off twice. Trevon Diggs was right there. Going to be 28-10. Okay. 2 yards, 8 yards. Okay, we got 3rd and 4 here from Mahomes. Let's see if we can convert. Okay, Mahomes drops back. Pressure off the edge. Wow, that's a great catch. That DJ Moore, #1 receiver. Caught it in traffic. Held on. Big play. -2, 15, -27 to DJ. 2nd and 2, 3rd and 6. Minute left. Mahomes 7 of 9 with 4 touchdowns. Empty look here. Drops back over the middle. Devontae Smith, just great slot receiver. Gets 13 yards there. Can't believe we got Jamar Chase coming in with him as well. And Justin Jefferson Young. We have DK Metcalf, we redshirted this year, going to be back next year. I don't even know if DJ Moore is a senior. Like, our receivers next year are going to be. Okay, Mahomes on his tippy toes finds, who is that? Oh, Justin Jefferson. JJ for the touchdown, 6-yard touchdown for the true freshman in the national championship. 35-10. We stop him. We get the ball 2 here, 2nd and 2. Big gain. 3rd and 13. Maybe field goal range here. Okay, drops back. Kind of trying to set up the screen. Checks it down. No. 4th and 8. I think we can probably kick a field goal from there. So it is Lilly. It doesn't look like Dalvin was able to go. Field goal good. 38-10. We get the ball back again. Clemson just a little overmatched in this one. We score. Lilly 40 yards. It is 45-10. We're going to rip through the rest of this unless some... Oh, we get a fumble. You get the ball. You get another touchdown there. But it is 45-24, 48-32. So they make it a little closer there at the end. But we just go a 5-piece. That is kind of crazy. Great game for TJ Watt in his last college game. That is kind of crazy. This was a 5-episode video. We have literally won the Natty every season this episode. First episode of the series, we only won 1 Natty in 5 years. Here we're 5 in a row. I've only done this once in any of these sims. I did this with Miami one year, or one stretch. I won 5 in a row. Lilly had a great day. Just kind of go everywhere with the receiving. Devontae Smith had a nice day, but yeah. So I am getting into next episode, guys. Gonna make it a little more difficult with myself. Like right now, Mahomes is only a junior, but if he tries to leave early, I'm gonna let him go. DJ Moore, any of our juniors try to leave early. Like I said, if they're a sophomore, I'll probably tell him, hey, dude, you're a freaking sophomore. But like redshirt sophomore. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a little more difficult on myself. Okay, so final bit of the year stuff here. So Heisman, we knew Josh Allen won it. All-Americans, no skill positions for us. We got 3 offensive linemen. That is basically it with our kicker and one of our corners. Second team, we're just getting shut out. We got 1 second team All-American. We're undefeated national champs. Devontae Smith, Dickerson, Thomas, Lawrence, and Diggs. So we had a lot of freshmen, but how does that work? Burrow, Allen, and Darnold, top 3. And then Lamar was in 5th for passing yards. McCaffrey and Chubb both had over 2,000 yards rushing. Christian Kirk for UCLA receiving. I think it was because Mahomes got injured, so we didn't like actually put up like crazy stats this year. Any of our guys, plus Dalvin got injured. Like DJ didn't even have 1,000 yards. He is a junior, so he could be back next year. Devontae had 700. JJ had 413. Okay, so players leaving. This is where it's going to get a little more interesting right here. What juniors are going to try to leave? So we lose 2 guys there. Nobody declared. Okay, so we lost a few guys there, but we literally nobody tried to leave early. So I don't know what to do. I was gonna let him go. But we lose a ton of guys. Haas, who is our second receiver. Raymond, our backup QB. Starting end, basically our starting running back this year. Jalen Ramsey, Tre'Davious White, Joey Bosa, Kimdichie, Kyler Fuller, TJ Watt, Reuben Foster. our defense got picked apart. Our defense is going to be a lot worse next year, for sure. I think our offense will be fine. We didn't really lose that much, honestly, but defense, we lost for sure. Okay, recruiting. So no matter what, we're going 7,500 trying to get Trevor Lawrence. He's going to basically take over he's going to sit for a year and then take over for Mahomes. Okay, I think I'm going to go 7,000, 7,000. I might throw 1,000 at Aiden Hutchinson. See if we get lucky. Because we do have a 1,500-ish point lead for him. Throw 1,000 at him. Maybe that's enough to get it done. If I lose Trevor Lawrence because of this, I'm going to be upset. But yeah, 1,200 point lead. Maybe this will be enough. Just backdoor it. Okay, so we didn't get Aiden. We did get Trevor and Penny. Got an athlete, running back, D-tackle. So we actually got some depth guys too. So that's fine. We finished with the #1 class, of course. Only 2 5-stars this year. But I think that just a lot of these guys weren't technically 5-stars. So Justin Ross goes to Ole Miss. Jalen Waddle, LSU. So they have Tua, T. Higgins, and Jalen Waddle. That's sick. Justin Fields, UNC. Damian Pierce, Georgia. Linderbaum, Notre Dame. Joe Milton, Coastal Carolina. Asante Samuel goes to Ole Miss. They get 2 top 10 players. Will Levis goes to Pitt. We get Lawrence. Hutchinson goes to Penn State. Micah goes to Penn State. James Cook goes to Ole Miss. So Ole Miss putting in work. Barrymore. Wow. Look at the D linemen they got. They got Barrymore, Hutchinson, and Micah Parsons in the same class. Aziz goes to Clemson. Kyle Pitts, A&M. Quay, we get Karis Williams, Ole Miss. Man, they killed it. Okay, did we miss any? No, we knew Fields. Yeah, that was all the QBs, right? Yeah, Milton. Well, yeah. Okay, so that's the class. So stick around, guys. We're just going to look at the roster so you guys can see what we look like before the next video. Do any position changes? We only got 1 athlete this year. Looks like QB is his best spot. Man, you could be a backup. Just going to look at the rosters here. So yeah, this is probably our worst team in a while. Like, we're still going to be really good. We got Patrick Mahomes for 1 year. Then we're going to go to Trevor Lawrence. Running back, Dalvin Cook for a year. Then we're going to go to Etienne. Wide receiver, we got DJ Moore. Devontae Smith went up so much. That's why, well, look how much he went up. That's why playing them early helps. It's going to be those. We're basically, I'm not even going to play this Rhodes. It's going to be DJ Moore, Devontae, DK, and then Jefferson will be wide receiver 4. Then we have Jamar Chase coming up as well. Richardson with a bunch of young guys. We got Isaiah Wynn for a year, then Penei Sewell. Dickerson, only a sophomore. Young center, but he's really good. Right guard, Orlando Brown, and then a young guy. Right tackle, Andrew Thomas is only in his 2nd year. Nick Bosa, 93 overall, but like not great behind him. Garrett, going to be back for his senior year. Man, we need some defensive ends. And we do need some D tackles too. So yeah, and then our linebacker, this guy's going to be good for a year. McCall looks pretty good. And then we're going to have to play Quay Walker. Yeah. So gonna need linebackers again. Corner, 96, AJ Terrell. Patrick Surtain is gonna actually start for us this year in the slot, which is kind of wild. Decent safety, and then we do have Trevon Diggs here. So we're still going to be really good, but definitely like not as deep and quite as strong as we have been in the last few years. So that is it, guys. That is part 2 of this series. Next week, the part 3 will be dropping, so it's right around the corner. I do think I'm actually going to do 1 more of these rebuilds. Might be only a 2-part series instead of a 3-part before the new game comes out. But that is it. If you guys made it this far, definitely like the video and sub so you don't miss the next one. So that is it. King Reggie out.